Oh, it took many, many years. I know exactly what those girls are going through or what they went through. I feel
Right,
for Becca and Kimberly both.
right. But I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate. And
In the end, not the body roller and the serum for, or not body roller, body.
hey, J girl, Georgia girl, yo, GA girl, God girl, you know you're up here. All right, I'm gonna drop you down for now. Riley, how are you though? What brings you up here today?
Not a whole lot. I just wondered if anybody's had any contact with Kimmy since she got out.
Not around here.
And was there anything ever made of the landfill? Like, I know there was people keeping close contact with that.
You know what? Good question because I heard about something earlier this morning, and I'm not sure if anything came out of it.
Piper and Jax were talking about it.
Piper and yeah, that was yesterday, correct?
No, it was just today, actually, because Piper was talking about heading back up there. There was a lot of police presence and command vehicles and everything up there.
Correct. Yeah, I seen that. I want to say I seen that on the FP page or FB page. Sorry. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I don't know. I don't know if anything came from that.
I still want to keep hope that that baby's alive. I really do, because there's still no body. We have not been told that there's a body.
We actually kind of have. So we've been told that they moved bodies, and they said one of their charges is resulting in a miscarriage or a stillborn.
Are they going by what they found with Rebecca, though?
Sure, they're going on a lot of things, but they've said bodies. The prosecutor also said causing the unaliving of Becca and her baby. Like, it's confirmed. There's no baby. There's no baby in Florida. There's no baby in Tennessee.
Oh, I know that. I'm just wondering if that's what they took Brad back out there after they had already arrested him.
I think Brad's squealed for sure.
So that is a better indication. Why they, in my opinion, I think exactly why they took Brad out there. He was trying to recollect where they and again, guys, I'm sorry to trigger warn. This is just how we do it around here. I don't think, I'm not about losing hope, but I'm about to being a realist and being realistic and the facts on the case, and especially from the prosecutor's mouth. He didn't say the Brad thing, but he definitely said that it looks like they're in a Kelly. What is the right verbiage there? You basically just said it. Like, more than likely they're looking for revenge.
It's not even more than likely that there's multiple things that tells us that this baby is not alive. They're charged with unaliving a pregnant woman, causing a miscarriage and stillborn. They're also, she said, they're charged with moving bodies, and the prosecutor said unaliving Becca and her newborn baby. I think once the baby is found, then that bridge will cross of whether the baby took a breath or not, because Michigan law states that if the baby doesn't take a breath, it's just a fetus and it doesn't count as a human being, which is sick in my mind. But
yeah, the lungs got to be puffed out, right?
They have to at least take a one breath of air. Yes.
Kelly, and
can even check. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry, Smarter. Is that even? I mean, is that something they can check?
Yes.
Okay. It is something. Okay.
Does that answer your question, O'Reilly? Hello, Riley. Riley, are you with us? Did you fall asleep, Riley?
I know it sounds like so horrible, and it's like it really is so horrible, but like we have to take the clues that we have with those charges and the verbiage that they used in court yesterday and know that this baby is no longer alive.
Right? I keep thinking that these people are like Bundy and Gacy. Cray, y'all. It's like Ted Bundy took them to where he put people too. It's crazy, and extremely wicked. shockingly evil and vile, is I believe what the judge said when he sentenced him to the F penalty. It's it's
I'm gonna
twisted in
ask.
more ways than one can imagine.
Right, sir. You're absolutely right. I'm gonna say something right now, and guys, don't judge me. It's a question. So, if there's battered women syndrome, correct?
Yeah.
Can there be battered male syndrome?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. No, I know. I'm just saying. Do you think possibly Brad will do that?
Courtney was
Um,
abusing him. I strongly feel. He was scared of her.
Right, right.
I think he's a little biatch. So yeah, probably.
Just you know why, guys, and I don't want to hold anybody accountable, so I probably will even refrain from the name. But I've had a relative that stated that was in my life, and please, guys, if you know the name, don't repeat it. If you say it in the chat, you're gonna get muted. There was a relative who stayed with them, and I quote: "Courtney told me that if I ever unalive someone, Brad would take the rap for me." You guys heard that too, remember?
Yeah.
Yo, I just put a spin on this, didn't I? This motherfucker's gonna do battered male syndrome.
Now, I do know, I can't remember the law, and I don't even know if it's in Michigan, but there is a law for men on this, like, exact. I'll have to look it up. I know that there's some in Alabama. There's laws for men on, like, the battered men. So, but, and it leans more toward, like, women have tried to use this law, but it's really, and it's for both male and female, but men typically get it easier than women do. And I can't remember exactly what law it is. I'll have to look it up though.
They're probably like, you know what, Brad, just go in there now. We know you dealt with a fucking evil. Nah, but you know what? Fuck that guy. I ain't giving him any. But that guy deserves equally to get his, you know what? Choppity chop
because
chop chop
I think
chop.
that I can speak for battered women when I say this. Like, regardless, you could never make me cut open a pregnant woman and take the baby out. I draw the line there.
Right. I agree. I'm
Like,
just
no,
saying, but
you're
this guy
fucking
is so.
crazy, dude. And no, I'm not doing that.
But you know what's fucked up though? Like, think about it. Am I crazy for saying that he's so fucked up he did it for her because he couldn't give a fuck? He really couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
kind
I
of said
mean,
earlier that it was giving a little Manson-y just by the way that I think that Brad is, just by the way they conversated and the things and their exchanges and the way she spoke to him and the way that everybody has encountered her, the way Wisco explained her brother was treated. Yeah, I really like, I think he was just the puppet. Like, she just
Straight.
needed somebody with two fucking legs to do it.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I I have been really processing a lot of this, and a part of me is wondering if when they did that to Rebecca to get the baby, that they harmed him too by using the weapon that they did. One,
Oh, they did their research though, which
I
is
don't think
crazy.
you
Like,
can get
what do
knowledge
you
like
look
that.
up when you like how to do a at home C-section?
Well,
Hose
I've
to.
kind of when I had my C-section really young, and it was like I found out the night before, like he was breech, and I was gonna drink this red leaf raspberry tea, and somebody was like, "You should go and just say you think your water broke, so they can like say everything's good before you drink this tea." And then my kid was, meditating in my uterus upside down breech, and so the next morning I had to be there. And that whole night, dude, like I watched so many performed. I don't think it's like how to do at home. She probably watched those and then like hearing when she gave the dog surgery and cut his neck, I was like, she did it. Like that sealed it so bad for me. So I really think like these people, like just like they said, research. I think there was a lot of C-section videos. I think it was that's probably what it was.
totally
I had
gave
my
it a
first
good
C-section
massage
at
job.
19 too. I definitely saw those videos, and they are very detailed. So that's probably exactly what she was looking up.
Right, and that's exactly what made me say, like, without like any proper training, the bowels being there, the bladder being there, all the intestines being there, like, it's so fucked up. Like, this was really, really brutal. Like, I can't even fathom, like, even being paralyzed for the C-section, and then like it just you're still like it's insane. And to think
Yeah,
that you felt that, that's
I
fucking
agree.
wild.
But
I
yo,
agree.
don't you guys? Because I remember my wife's, like, respectfully, right? I remember obviously my wife had twins. Well, yo, when you do C-section, and that's like a little incision. So the C-section, you got to know exactly where to, like, where to open. I don't want to use a graphical word, but open, right? So the thing is like, even then they had to do inside stitches, outside stitches, and that was like like tedious. Did these guys really just think they can go from a type of way and just? Oh my god, bro, it's crazy, man.
Also,
You
like the
have to cut
craziest,
through 7 layers to get
yeah,
to the baby.
and the craziest thing is they use suction. So like there's a lot of amniotic fluid. So this is what bothers me about the couch. Like I think the couch they took the baby inside and tried to save the baby. Like, but I think the truck in the back of it. But like they wouldn't have had that suction. This would have been a burst of fluid insanely. Like I know, guys, trigger warning, but like
Yeah,
it
for
would have
sure.
splashed everywhere. Like this was insane. This was
And that's if they
gross.
cut correctly because your bladder's right there, your bowels are right there. It is all laying on top of each other. One wrong move, you're high risk of infection. Who knows what was coming out? Sorry for graphic.
Bro, my wife's inside stitches, it got infected. She collapsed to the floor with my kids being like 5 days old, coming home from the hospital. I get a call from my mother-in-law saying, yo, you gotta rush, you gotta rush. Like wifey's fucking like she dropped to the floor. I'm like, what? Yeah,
Yes, it's
because
a major surgery.
the inside stitches got infected, and she just went like shivering cold, and I'm like, oh my god! Like, of course, me hypochondriac, I'm like, here we go. I'm gonna be a fucking 25-year-old fucking twin Dow with fucking, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And see,
But
I can't even imagine because like when I went through mine, I was 21 and it was my second child, but I ended up open my incision on accident by doing too much by
right,
carrying
right,
her
right,
above
right,
my
right,
I
right,
did
right, right,
too.
right, right.
man.
Yeah.
Can I say something? In reference to the fluids, like just to kind of put it into perspective, um, I when I had my son, I lost 43 pounds from the time I weighed in at the hospital to go in and have him to the time I left the hospital. He weighed 5 pounds 14 ounces. The rest of that was fluid and the amniotic fluid and the placenta, you know. So yeah, something got soaked.
Guys, I have a question because this has been bothering me so fucking much, man. I swear to God. Like, and again, let's just not like, like just throw out some crazy. Let's think about it for at least 3 seconds before we talk on it. What the fuck do you think Ashley went there for the night before? The night before.
Really bothers my soul, and every time I say why, like you guys call me crazy, but like, shit, mm.
Can I tell you
My
something? Can I tell
opinion,
you something? Can I tell you something? I think I don't even want to say it. Actually, I
the
don't even want to
most
say it.
innocent thing he was there for was rugs.
Right, but the thing is, though, do you think when the going got tough? I Do you think at any point, like, so do we have any concrete? Do we have any concrete proof that that baby had no life at all?
Yeah,
Because they're
sure.
saying
I
stillbirth
mean,
and
well, yes, I think the charges very much explicitly because of using stillbirth and miscarriage, they know that this baby was not alive. It's referenced like a fetus. Um, Everything about the charges tells us bodies was plural. Just like Case Maps has been saying, like they very much made it known within those charges that this baby is not alive.
And the prosecutor quoted that.
Literally said
no, I got
unalive
you. I got you.
Becca
Yeah, yeah.
and her baby.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I'm saying though, like what fucking like what do you have to do with these like again unless she's like yo unless she might have said yo I got a bunch of you know what in the house these protesters are closing in on us. Oh, blind guy, what's up, buddy? Want to come up?
Hey, also, Case Snaps, I sent you the statement from the Attorney General, I think yesterday, and they talk about the baby. I believe that's what Unconditional Mikey told me.
So, guys, this is my thing, right? I just got a little sidetracked there. So, this is my thing. My thing is this: like, did they say, "Yo, the protesters are closing in. We're getting really nervous." Ashley, get your ass over here. Take whatever rugs are left in this fucking house. Get it out of here. Tonight, Brad's gonna go and get rid of put the body out there. Like, we don't know if or not that happened, right?
I just don't think. I think reading too far into it without someone having charges is like not. I
Somebody
don't
made a
know.
good point though. Somebody made a good point about the way the charges were mentioned. It could possibly leave room for others to be charged. Why do I think this?
I mean,
Say
that's
it
definitely
again.
a possibility. You could definitely, I mean, other people could be added in on this. I mean, that's not a thing that can't happen.
Yo, you never mind. I said I wouldn't talk on it, but you think other people are?
There, you know that they're questioning, and I know that we don't talk about, but they're questioning that kid, and I hate to think, but I'm pretty sure he probably has seen or overheard, or I mean, kids are they pay attention more than we think they do.
You
But
know
I
what
think
though?
the
Because
I
of
reason,
believe
how he
that.
was, and
but the
and I'll be honest. Sorry, and I just correct me if I'm wrong. He's autistic, correct?
I was just gonna say the problem is
Autistic kids
that
don't lie.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they can like make it where he's not even a reliable testimony or statement or anything, depending on like his where he is on
Yeah,
the
like his mental health
spectrum.
too.
Exactly. So
Right.
I mean, I just feel like I don't even know, Mrs. Smith, do you think they would try to ask him, or do you
Oh,
think he would be a
absolutely.
little,
So,
yeah?
so what they'll do, yeah, they're gonna. I mean, they'll bring in a specialist that's from the state that has, a lot of background in working with kids that are like him, that are know how to get them to talk and can get them to um,
Mars, I'll bring
express
you right
in
back. I
other
see you on
ways.
Teacup, Mars. I'll bring you back. I see you on Teacup.
And so,
Is that okay?
I was just
so
responding to our chat, but yeah, go ahead.
it's definitely a possibility. And through that, I think they can get a lot of, 'cause, I mean, you got to, if he's autistic, if that's been a proven thing, or I don't know, that's just something that we're speculating. Um, they will get a specialist in there, and autistic kids are also very attention to detail, and
There is
there's
recording of,
placements for stuff. So I don't know. I mean, but they
And the thing
definitely can
is,
get a
too,
specialist
the
in.
thing is, too, we don't know where he went.
well,
Was
we
there
do
any
know,
concrete proof where he went the night,
listen,
where he left and came back the next morning?
no, but what there is concrete proof of is him saying out of his mouth that the night that, quote unquote, was it the night Becca went missing, that she gave him medication to sleep and that he was like woozy in a sense. So, like,
You mean
there
Courtney,
is
not
that.
Becca?
Yeah, the night that yeah, I think it was the night she went missing. Case Nuts, correct me if I'm wrong, but he said she gave me sleep medicine.
Yeah, he said that in the
Well, he
recording.
didn't say sleeping medicine. He said he gave her my she gave me my medication, and I
Okay.
Mama, what's up? You kind of joined us, like right in the beginning of this trial. I feel like so, like how everything is transpiring now. Like, what are your thoughts, man? Like, cause this shit is obviously is fucked up, but I mean, like, this is like really, I mean, damn, like this is if you said you've never been into true crime and this is the first case you're following. I mean, shit, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I followed the Emmanuel case
Okay,
because
true,
that's
yeah,
my hometown. I'm from Ukaipa, so that's
true.
obviously. But and then I knew people who had businesses that were involved in all that. But
Oh wow, okay.
this has been so fucking mind blowing and has kept me up all fucking night. Y'all know how it is, but I was thinking the same thing Kalak was thinking. I said it this whole time. I knew Courtney wanted that baby, and everything leading up to it was she was literally saying it, without saying it. I mean, I'm not shocked Kimmy got out. I'm not shocked Rich got out, but it's actually really, really sad when we got the details and had to sit here and think about the tea that she went through.
Right.
It really, really rubs me the wrong way.
Absolutely.
I just can't get over that fact because I had 3 kids. Like I have 3 kids and had 1 C-section. It was the most roughest thing I ever had to go through. So,
But yo, do it like I got like I. This sounds fucked up, right? To your neighbor, to a stranger, kid. Yo, your own fucking daughter, bro.
right. And then to sit up there in the
Like
judge's face and
what?
play like you're a good mom to your 14-year-old.
Like
Stop
what?
fucking lying.
The audacity.
The audacity. Oh, I'm his only caretaker. I doubt you cared for him. What kind of motherly instinct do you have to
So
prove
Kelly,
that you
like K
can?
Snaps will vouch for this, bro. A lot of the times they believe that their worst enemy is their head. Thank you, Vic, Lion King rep. How you doing? Um, Appreciate you. Thank you. Yo, real talk though. How the hell do you actually though, in all honesty, like do it to your own child?
Like
I
you
don't
Not
wanted
only
a
know.
baby so bad that you took your own baby to get that baby. Like that makes no sense. It's horrible. I don't even know.
Not only that, I talked to Case Notes this morning about it because about to be a lolly, and my kids are my pride and joy, and I wish somebody would even look at my daughter wrong right now, like I'm
Whoa.
her
Chef,
Thank
that
protector.
you.
That was
is
beautiful.
Chef, that is a welcome to Lion King, and I am gonna wait for it to hit, but I think that means tonight we might end in the top 10s.
Wow.
Oh, did everybody send the
I
tickets?
appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yo, what do I how do I check this again?
But I
Okay.
couldn't imagine even anybody. I could never hurt my kids, but I couldn't even imagine somebody else hurting my kids and me not end up having to go to jail for hurting them for hurting my kids.
Same.
Exactly.
Thank you guys. I appreciate all the gifts, man. Thank you. And I'm proud to be part of the team. Thank you. 15 right now. Okay. Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I just look at it like, fuck, like, it's such a crazy, like even attempt to do.
Crazy thing about this case is that she got up on TikTok live and said all the things that she said. Like that's what really sets this case apart from others is that she's literally sick in the head to think that she could get up here and explain a timeline that was never consistent.
And the thing is, too, yo, is when she like, I just knew she was lying. And this is sorry, I got sidetracked there because all these beautiful gifts. But I got sidetracked here because Thank you for sending the votes. Thank you. Appreciate you, Lion King. But yo, the other thing that messed me up, like K-Like says, like you kind of understand the way these people start believing. When they talk enough, they believe their own lies. And I don't know. Like I just don't know how she figured she was gonna get away with this.
No, but my thing is if she would have never even reported her missing, if they would have never gotten on TikTok, none of this would ever be like. So, what was the point in reporting her missing and getting on TikTok
Would
and
have.
talking about it? Nothing ever would have happened if they wouldn't have done those two.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
think she came on TikTok until it got brought to TikTok. In all due respect,
I don't think so. She was not. She was not the primary like person. So like other people would have known that Becca was missing. And she's the last person that picked her up. Like she had to have that. She had to say something. Otherwise, you don't say something and then it's like, well, Becca, you picked up Becca. Where'd she go after that?
Yeah, and LS, I know Kimmy reported her missing, but it was because Courtney told her to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what though? You know what though? K-Snaps, I believe too. She was trying to comfort herself, and she tried to believe. She tried to think. She tried to make it people think that if I come on here, I can be my own advocate for my innocence, but not realizing I'm not in the fucking trailer park right now where there's low IQ and everybody's gonna believe my bullshit.
I just don't think that I don't think when you ask questions like that, you're thinking that she logically thinks, and I don't think she logically thinks at all. Like I don't think that she has the brain capacity that we do when telling a lie. They
Kelly, to do
automatically.
bad-minded things, she does. To do bad-minded things, she does. You know the deal. You know it. These motherfuckers, they spent their whole life they spent their whole life talking their way out of shit.
Yeah, but
You've
there's a
seen it.
difference between criminals and a difference between like people who cut a baby out of their own daughter. Like that's another
Yeah,
level
that's
that
another
we will
level.
Yeah.
never understand, Chef.
Yeah,
Like
that's another
ever.
level. That's just fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, that's just like crazy.
Someone capable of doing that does not have the mindset of being able to understand that there's consequences. It's automatically me. What I want is what I want right now. Like she
And
didn't give
that's
a
what it
fuck.
seems like. That's what it seems like, especially when she was up there in court. Like, that's how it came off.
So yo, is
And
it fair to say? Is it fair to say I got a confession?
I mean, not really. You got a confession from Courtney?
No,
From
I'm
Kimmy.
saying like it like the fact that she came out here and I don't know, man. I feel like how could you know what happened? Could make a confession on it and then not act like you know what happened.
I mean, technically, yeah, like her actions made her look guilty from the jump for us.
Right.
We're in a bonus hour, guys. Regular gifts are 2 points, and fest gifts equal 3 points right now. Don't
Appreciate you
forget to
guys. Thank you
register,
guys.
guys.
Thank you
Thank
much.
you.
We
Thank you,
Thank
need
you all
Chef.
10.
Thank
for
you,
the
Shadow.
gifts. We need
Thank you.
10K more to go into level 14.
Okay, what are the special ones?
They have I believe they say like live or fest cheers. There's a fest glasses. They'll say fest in front of it.
Please don't touch the left side of the remote because you're going to
You
change
better
the output and I got to come back and put it back.
you better be glad that I just left church, Chef.
That's how I feel. That's
Amen.
how I feel when we gotta explain TikTok to Mrs. Smith. But yo, I appreciate every single one of you guys. God bless you guys. Thank
Yeah,
you
and don't
guys.
forget your tickets.
You know
Don't
what?
forget
I
your
tell you, I
tickets.
promise you, if we head to Vegas, we're gonna be live on location and we're gonna fucking do the G word a lot, and the A, and then the M, and then the B, and then the L, and the I, and then the N. No, I'm kidding.
The G word.
Can't do that on here.
No, I know.
What is the G word?
Oh my God, Granny, go to bed already.
I still
Kristen.
have another hour, okay?
Goddamn, Granny, get your warm tea and get to bed, will you?
So I have a
June, how you
thought on your
doing?
question. I
You
have a
said
thought on
what?
your question. I have a thought on your question.
Think
So I
Go
think
ahead.
that crazy heifer had the mind power or mental capacity to manipulate certain people, but to pull off what she was attempting to do, no, not near smart enough for that.
No, you're right. I agree. Like, yo, you know what? She is like. I think I can finally say I spoke to the devil.
Yeah,
Literally. Like when you
yeah.
actually factor in what this individual did. And then it's almost, guys, think about it. Think about it. She's so effed up. She was about to like basically like unalive 2 kids. Like three kids really, because I'll tell you one thing. My kids' grandparents, they look at them like they're their own kids, and I'm sure all your the good ones think about your children the same way too. But imagine she, in less than a month, was already willing to eliminate 3 fucking blood children. Kimmy, Becca, and little Richie. Bro, I don't even like the devil is an understatement.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell is
Literally.
wrong with this woman?
Think about it. Think about that is like, oh my God, it's fucked up.
Chef,
What up, though?
shout out to you and shout out to the panel and everybody in the chat.
Appreciate you, bro.
What I was thinking was that this human, well, I can't even say human, this thing, Courtney, in my own opinion, she hates all of her daughters. But in that same breath, she loves the boys. And the evidence I have to back up
That's kind of true. It's kind of true.
right.
Yep.
The evidence I have to back up my opinion is the boy, the 14-year-old that she's dying, unaliving to want to get out to support, and she even went to unalive her own daughter to get another boy out.
Bro,
My grandma is like that.
that's a whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah.
Slowed.
She does not like females, and she gave up my mother, but kept her 2 other boys. She does not like me, but likes my brother. And she has mental issues too. So I hear you, Zoe.
Yeah, my heart is
There's a
broken
word
for
for that. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, you're right.
I shudder to think of what he went through with her version of love. It I don't even want to talk about it, but him bringing that up, that's a thought that's been on my mind that I've just kept to myself because I told you guys the very first time I came up, I'm a survivor. This type of stuff is just never, ever, ever okay. And I hate to think that because of the people that she surrounded herself with, because every man that there's record of that she was ever with is an SO. I mean,
Bro, she's
Her
yeah.
way.
Like I will say. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead, buddy. I apologize.
You got all I was saying was that it kind of aligns with because in what I'm studying, and you and a lot of the people on the panel know what I'm studying. Like this is common behavior because everything is based off behavior and the consistent behavior of individuals, and every individual is different. But this particular individual enjoys the company of men regardless of what they do, and the worse they are, she enjoys them more. And seeing that, I'm like, wait a minute. When Becca, as an example, and I hate to use her as an example, but this is probably the best example. Her first two children were what gender?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
They're
So therefore, and this is all speculation. This is just me thinking, just to let everybody
No,
know.
Zoe, you're onto something, bro. You're cooking because that's the mental of it. That's the mental of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're cooking,
Because
bro. No. It's true.
yeah,
Ask those real fast. Can I interrupt for just real fast? It's time sensitive. I am so sorry. And then you can keep cooking. Just because we're in doubles, y'all. Can you please click that gift box, go over to your backpack, and send in your tickets? We are trying to get into the top 10 to close out level 2. Please click that gift box, go to your toolbox, and send in your tickets. And if you're inclined, send in Live Fest gifts. Live Fest gifts. Sorry, Zoe. Continue.
Thank you.
but
And
yeah,
yo, LS is working in that chat, man. Shout out LS, guys. She's working in that chat right now.
no, absolutely. She's always cooking. But I mean, when it the only time that it, at least it seems to us in the general public, and it's probably even factual, that the only time she even cared again was when another male was involved, meaning Becca's son.
Sorry, did you say something? Somebody? I apologize. No, because Zoe, you just got my mind going like on a hamster wheel right now, man. Because I'm like, yo, it's so fucking true.
I thought Kimmy had a daughter.
I thought he was a boy. Didn't you say it was?
No,
She
no,
was
yeah, no,
threatening.
no. Kimmy definitely has a daughter. Sorry, I didn't catch that part.
Okay.
Yeah. Kimmy definitely has a daughter.
Right.
I
And
could have
that's why she didn't
swore.
care.
She
Oh,
had
like,
two.
oh, you're saying that she wanted to like. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, yeah, I can walk with that, but at the same time, there is proof that she tried to take Kimmy's child at one point. But for sure, the whole like, clearly she don't look like the type that has, she want to fuck with dudes. She don't want to fuck with women, if you know what I mean.
But I strongly believe that her strong suit is not only people that she can control, but she wants to be around the presence of other males.
Chef, look.
Tiffany, yo, Tiffany, man, she just comes in. Tiffany, you're the real MVP. Y'all are the MVPs for real. But yeah, man, yo, it's pure evil. Like I guess that's the only way to put it. But I even guys, I swear to you, like even evil is like being easy on her. I really don't think there's a word to explain these type of people, and that's the God's truth.
Right. But in order for let me see, in order for you to find like the best, I can't even say best because this whole case is so nasty. Um, in order for any kind of, I guess you could say, resolution, like in a nasty way, it's to understand her mind frame. And I know nobody on the panel or in the chat or anybody even listening could even put themselves in a position to understand her mind frame. But looking from the outside in, like, yeah, you're a sicko, but you're a sicko for a specific gender.
Yeah, I think that's where the whole control comes in.
Hey, Chef, people are in the comments are asking how to do the tickets. So I know how to do. Grandma's going to teach y'all something. Oh,
Okay,
look.
Grandma, go ahead now.
Go
Look at
on,
that
love.
stuff.
Go on.
Okay, so you go to the little gift box beside the rose, right? You click on that. Down at the bottom left corner, it says gifts exclusive, and then it has like this little box. If you click on that little box, you'll have tickets. I have new tickets every day. and you just click on it until it goes away. That's it.
Oh my god, you're getting so good at this.
I
Thank you,
know.
Granny.
I have a question about the tickets. So I emptied mine yesterday, but I don't have new ones. Does it have to be like 24 hours or something?
Well, no, because I did mine yesterday too.
That's lame.
That's
Right?
lame.
Did you send more gifts? Because that's how you get the tickets is by sending gifts.
You guys, you're not obligated, man. Like honestly,
No,
you're
no,
still
no.
equally important if you can't give gifts. I
No.
promise you.
We want you to win and we want you to go to
No,
Vegas.
I
So
understand,
be
but like,
quiet.
yo, you guys,
I
like, I
know.
don't. You know
I
what I
know, but be
mean?
quiet. We
It's
want
all
Chef to
good.
go to
It's all good.
Vegas. He's deserving of this.
Chef, you don't
So
ask
be
for
quiet,
that.
Chef.
Now let's go. Right. And also, I'm so proud of you, Miss Smith.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
lying.
You little
No,
love.
she really is. She wouldn't lie like that.
Now, Chef, would you agree that she should? You know what I'm speaking about. Do you believe that she should have the best defense? And hear me out. I'm not saying best defense to defend her. I'm saying best defense as in to avoid anything happening later on as far as appeals for an incompetent an attorney, because that's an actual thing.
Nah, bro, because yo, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Cause, bro, is she competent? I don't even fucking know.
I would want her to be competent because therefore she can stand trial and all this other, she can select whoever her attorney is and all this other stuff. I would want her, in my personal opinion, and I know a lot of people are going to hate my opinion when I say this, I would want her to have the best possible defense attorney because I know she's going to lose anyways. But I want her to have the best possible defense attorney in order for her to not be able to have an appeal for um any kind of insufficient or inconsistent or whichever verbiage any jurisdiction uses of counsel.
No, she can just have a good old regular smuggler attorney. It doesn't have to be the best, but I do get what you're saying though. Like you can't just put her up there with somebody that's the worst attorney in history, right? And I doubt that they will. I mean, it'll be somebody that's competent enough to be an attorney. But I get what you're saying, but she doesn't need the best of the best. I mean, she's going to lose regardless. And I really honestly I don't believe this will go to trial. But if it does, she doesn't need like an all-star attorney so that she can't fight it because she's going to fight it regardless if she has a regular attorney or the best attorney.
And um I strongly believe she should be able to have the best defense attorney that she could afford, meaning that she has $0, the best court appointed attorney. I'm not saying just to seek out, these high paying, $1,000 per hour defense attorneys because obviously that's unreasonable. So I'm trying to be actually reasonable within me saying that because I want to avoid any kind of an appeal for incompetence for any counsel because she's cooked no matter what.
I don't really think they're gonna be easy on her, bro. And that's just my honest opinion. Like, I don't think they're gonna be easy at all.
No, you're right. Like you're 100% correct. She's cooked no matter what, regardless of who she has. But the better the attorney she has, the less chances she has of an appeal. Because
You know
when it
what? It's
goes,
both of them, really, because at this point they're fucking equally involved. Like, if we want to say one could run, so could the other. Like, they both need to fucking fry 1,000-degree hot burning oil.
I wish they'd change the venue or change a venue to a state that has that penalty.
You know what though? The fact that the feds said they were assisting, I think they might have They might have said that. Okay, obviously it's the Fed property. I get that part. But I also believe it could very much be because there might have been that risk of if she did, if the baby was, I don't want to, I want to be honest in saying it, but maybe, sold. Obviously, it's not. It's gone. But I think the feds would have even jumped in for that. But I think the feds are they're not even involved no more, unfortunately. So that's why I think they're not even going to be there no more.
Personal opinion, I believe that the feds were involved as far as the cybersecurity or the electronic communications aspect. I think that's where the feds were actually utilized.
How could they say she's incompetent when she planned all this and they have her researching it and everything else too? It's premeditated. She's competent.
She can say whatever she wants to say, but it's all inadmissible unless she's willing to state it on the stand. And if she wants to take the stand, I could and I don't like to make 100% guarantees, but in this specific situation, I could 100% guarantee that she will get cooked by the prosecutor, who is also a female that also understands the way that an actual mother is versus one that tries to call herself one.
I don't even know if I like, even though I always selfishly say, guys, like I want to see a trial because I want to, maybe I'm messed up like that. But in all due respect, I don't even think like I want to see this trial, man. This trial is like, it's just gonna be so. There's a lot of people that are gonna get real sick from this trial, unfortunately, and I don't think it's fair to say because people will be invested to know what's going on, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, yo, this shit is gonna be gruesome upon gruesome, man.
I'm still standing on exactly what I said from day one. I only see one trial out of four. I only see one. I'm standing strong on it. I only see one out of four. The other three, in my own personal opinion, are either going to plead or they got deals to get themselves out on bail. Which, oh wow, that happened already, huh?
Who do you think is going to take it to trial? Courtney?
In my own personal opinion, she has no choice but to take a trial because what does she have to lose?
I mean, you're right.
I honestly think, though, to be honest, though, I honestly think they're all gonna take the trial. I honestly think every one of them will be going to trial.
But in my own personal opinion, and you could be correct, but in my own personal opinion, I don't see a world at all where someone just yesterday was on a $1 million bail facing life and came out today on $500 without a deal being uh constructed
You
and
know what that
signed.
tells me, though, Zoe? You know what that tells me, right from the jump? And hear me out for 1 second. Rafe, listen, nobody's perfect. People are allowed to make fucking mistakes, and then we'll never know the nitty gritty mistake. But I believe, and hear me out on this. I believe that there was a couple reasons. I believe that they did that purposely because we know this. So we've watched enough trials, right? We've watched enough cases. I.e., Ashley Buzzard went from fucking, a high bill, this and that, and boom, her charges got straight dropped. I truly, truly believe that between the both of them, they did that particularly because they felt like, hey, there may very well be a tie here between obviously Rich and the Bartholomews, right? Let's keep him in. Let's keep him in because we got something to keep him on. Let's see how far he goes and how much beans he spills, right? We'll go with that. Then, you know what? But at the same time, at the back of their head, they might have thought like, yo, this guy could have equally been involved. Because I'll be honest, bro, I thought I'll be the first to say I really thought the thing with me is I have a bad habit, right? The thing with me is I have a bad habit because when it comes to cases that involve RSOs, bro, I even train myself to make me believe that they're everything bad, bro. I got no love for them. They're the scum of this earth. So I'm like, yo, Rich is fucking guilty. Even if I see him not guilty, he's fucking guilty, bro. I want to see him fry for it all because he's a piece of you know what, right? And then he had the affiliation. I'm talking to fucking family. They're telling me that this guy's done like the crazy, bro. Like when I tell you what this motherfuckers did, bro, I have to train my mind not even to think about it. Real talk. Real talk. I have to train my mind not even to think about it, bro. Okay? But nevertheless, it's like even though I want this motherfucker to fry for everything, like yo, if the man's not involved, the man's not involved. You know what I'm saying, Zoe?
I 100% agree
Right?
because
So
like
right. So yeah. So the thing is like, and I was like really paying attention to like what K Snaps was saying, and a lot of others were saying, and I'm just like, man, like yo, fucking my girl knows what she's talking about because at the end of the day, it's like she's opening up this avenue. Like why would what would be Rich's motive? Think about it. What would be Rich's motive?
Rich's motive, in my opinion, again, this is all me. He did not have one for this particular situation.
I understand, but now let's talk about the situation. So there's his baby mom is fucking missing. His child was going to be born and gone. What motive did he have? Money? Okay, yeah, I walked with the money part too. Money, sure. Maybe he is a big scene on the rug. And then I entertained the whole C, the big C as they call it. And I'm like, nah, bro, don't try to fool me and convince me that the big C is going to hang around these rackheads. Doesn't work like that. Why do I have to bend my thinking because I've been, surrounded by these type of cases and the rack thing, like the big C thing, don't play in with these custies, these
I
Correct.
buckets.
I also
Correct.
don't think
In
that.
order,
Go
in
ahead.
order for me to, entertain that Rich is this big time, whatever in that town, because whatever that part, irrelevant. But in order for me to entertain that Rich is big time anything, I would also have to utilize in that same sentence that $2,000 would also affect him, and therefore A plus B would not equal
Yeah, but
C
bro,
in that
yo,
scenario.
trust me, Zoe, trust me. The man was cooking. Like he was cooking. If you know what I mean by cooking, he was making ice cream. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying?
I know.
Right. So the $2,000, yeah, whatever, no big deal, no
Right,
big deal.
right.
But
That means nothing to him.
and the thing is he's dealt with this fucking monster before. So he was probably like, Becca, you really think you're gonna go to your mom's house and she's gonna give you $2,000? You gotta be out of your fucking mind. Come on now, this is your mom we're talking, or this is Courtney we're talking about. She ain't got a fucking pot to piss in, and if she does, she's gonna buy prescription pills and fucking cigarettes.
Yep.
There's no way Courtney would be like, yeah, I'm gonna unalive and like keep this baby, Rich. Like that's his seed too. I don't think
Right.
that he would be like, yeah, cool, like no big deal. Like
Correct. Case snaps correct because a person, if because we have using logic, if we're going to put this person in a position where he runs everything, we have to utilize that state of mind. I know that we are not putting ourselves in that position because none of us are ever going to put ourselves in that position, but talking about a defendant that has this state of mind, we would have to put ourselves there and see everything else the way that it is. And in my opinion only, it is not possible for a person to be of that statue to also be so low.
Sorry, Joe. 1 second. We have user some digits here. How you doing? Yo, user. You know you're up here. User D Deb.
Going twice.
Sold.
Come back if you meant to come up.
Yo, I need some boxes.
Hey guys, what's going on?
You
Hey, how
can
you
take
doing?
mine.
I'm doing
Oh, no,
good
no, no, no,
tonight.
no. Okay.
How's everybody else?
You can
Yeah,
drop
we're
me
just brainstorming here. Like, like after everything's said and done, it's like, yeah, man. Like, there's really only, there's really only one person that had this motive, and it's pretty fucking cut and dry. Unfortunately, why this happened was exactly the person. Why this happened is the person who got arrested. The people that got arrested are exactly why this happened, because they had the motive. I
I,
don't really believe anybody else had the motive.
I agree. I don't know if you've seen what I put in the comment, but what I think is they took Kimmy to protect her from CNB. And I think they got rich on the charges that they got him on just to put him away. So, because if he found out that they did it, he would have came after them and they would have had more murders on their hands. So they put him away until they could get them arrested.
I mean that's one way to look at it. I think you're, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, is he a good guy? Oh, hell no. But I think that, that was somewhat of their way of thinking. They probably knew who did it when they arrested him. After they found Kimmy, they probably knew pretty much who did it. I mean, listening to just all the TikTok stuff, they're listening, right? And they've
Mhm.
heard all the same stuff that they have. And I'm sure that they knew when we knew. But, so, they probably said, oh, we got to get the baby daddy and get him out of that situation, because if he figures it out and all of that, then we're going to have more issues on our hands.
Well, and
Or do you think? Hold
also,
on. Okay,
they
I just want to
searched
ask that
Richard's
kid.
house
Go ahead.
too.
Go ahead.
They searched Rich's house too. So like they must not have found anything.
Right. Or if they did, it wasn't, they just used that, and they would have had to, right? Because people would have been really questioning why he was there and all that if they didn't do something, right? So, and did they find stuff? I'm sure they did, because we know what he's involved in, but he can't be involved in that much cooking because he wouldn't be living with his daddy and they wouldn't have been trying to fix up an old.
No, no, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I'm not. And that's why he wouldn't be also connected to the sea.
Correct.
Right, right. But you just said something, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, also, do you think, because it's alleged that Rich was ratted out. That came out yesterday. How much weight it holds, but it was alleged that Rich got ratted out yesterday.
Rat.
Or
I believe that.
excuse me, Rich got ratted out by someone in particular yesterday. Do you believe that was also a lie? Because
Put them in like witness protection program or not like said anything about the charges until they were put away, So like they didn't even like it didn't even seem like they were on Courtney's tail to anyone, like especially Courtney, because her body was found. They didn't search her house till the 30th. But what makes more sense to me is that they maybe thought that Richie and Kimmy had something to do with it, and then picked them up, and then found out that it was Courtney and Brad.
But at the same time, isn't it a lot cheaper to just throw them in the clunker for, until they get everything situated rather than doing the
Not
whole
if you don't
witness
want a
protection
lawsuit.
thing?
I mean, not if you don't want a lawsuit against. I mean, unless they were like, "Hey, we're gonna put you in here, like we'll make it super comfortable for you." But no, because if they illegally detained them and arrested them and arraigned them, they
Well,
arraigned them on these
and
charges.
right, but maybe they didn't illegally do it because they already knew. I mean, Richie's been in trouble forever for the same things, right? So they could have easily got him on some kind of those charges and boosted him up a little bit, right? And for Kimmy, she's a liar. We know that, right? So she could have lied and all of that, but they just made their bond so much bigger and all of that just so that there was no way anybody was going to come up with this money till they
Yeah,
got
for
things
sure.
situated.
I do agree with that. The bond was crazy high, but I can see where you're coming from, Shells, for sure. But to me, it makes more sense that they maybe thought, I don't know, because like to me it was like I think to everyone it was black and white. Courtney and Brad were like Courtney was the mastermind of all of this.
But then, you probably had Kimmy and, saying to Rich, because we know that they were talking, right? Sticking up for her mom, basically being like she couldn't have, there's no way she could have. Who knows? Like, it's so crazy. Who knows?
And
I have
and
a
uh,
thought.
and case naps. When it comes to those certain, I already know that you know, but when it comes to those certain situations, when they already move a certain detainee or a prisoner to a different jurisdiction, there's only one of two reasons. It's either A, you have so many problems at that first prison that that they have to protect your life, or B, you are going to get into so many problems because your paperwork when you show up is going to show that you are already communicating or having any contact with the district attorney.
Are you talking about them moving Brad?
Yes.
So that happens often in that town. I guess the jail is super small, so they share people from each county.
It's like that where I live too.
And Spence just said something. He said, or she said, I think Kimmy told everything the first time she went to them. So maybe she did, she may have just told them everything that she knew. And they said, you know what? We're going to have to do something here to protect you.
Hold
And
on.
this is what we're going to do to help our case so that she thinks that you're spilling the beans and you're in here and blah, blah, blah. This is what we need to do to protect you.
Will you
Right.
make
know,
me Big Chef real quick?
Right.
See,
So
my thought on that is that so she confessed in this live. I heard her not confessed, excuse me. She said that her mother murdered her, right? In this live. I witnessed it, heard it with my own ears. And
Wait,
then she went to the police in this article that Snaps is about to pull up and told them a story. And then when they found Becca, they knew that story was not true. So she got charged for lying to them. Now, what happened after that? I don't know, but I think her bond was what it was to keep her in there so that nobody could get her out, so that that vile human could not, that vile, wicked thing could not get to her.
I
I
agree. I
agree,
agree
but
with
I
that.
think that I teeter totter back to if Kimmy even knew to begin with, or if she just was like so caught up in the attention of TikTok that was like and I think that people were pressuring her, like, dude, what happened? What happened? What happened? This is your sister. But I don't know if she just made like knew Courtney did it in her mind and no one told her, and then she made up a scenario, or if Courtney said, I don't see Courtney saying to Kimmy, "Hey, yeah, by the way, unalive your sister."
Well,
Like I think that Courtney knows what a liability Kimmy would be if she knew that information.
but do you remember the live that somebody, I don't remember who it was, but I've seen it a couple of times. She was kind of interviewing Kimmy a little bit, and Kimmy said that the baby was cut out. Do you guys remember that live?
I don't remember that.
Uh,
Um,
I do.
yeah, next time I see it, Chef, I'll message it. Oh, I can't message it to you. I hate that how you can't do
you can
nothing
Email
but
me,
share
message.
email me,
it if
email me.
it's on here.
Yeah, it's definitely on here. And there's a girl, and she's like, they're on the video that I seen. It's like, okay, this is where so and so is interviewing Kimmy, and then she's like, so you said that she cut the baby out or something like that, where it's straight on comes out just like that.
Officer Ducey to the rescue has the video. And I mean, I believe that's where I think maybe Courtney said something, but Courtney's a dummy for saying something if she did, because like, why the fuck? Kimmy's a huge liability, and she knew that.
And
But then at the same time, was she telling her these things so she would know these things so she could pin it on her?
She might have even manipulated her to throw Rich in jail, guys. So that's one less character on the street that can talk.
Exactly, because yeah, they're all manipulators, right?
in Stuff's Live, Courtney said that Kimmy and Rich did this.
Yeah, and then it wasn't stuff, but it was another live with a younger girl where she talked about the baby being cut out.
Right. And so, but my thing is that why would you tell someone, and trust me, I'm saying this with a grain of salt because Courtney doesn't think when she lies, but like, why would you tell someone you did it and then try to frame them after telling them that you did it? Like, it just, to me, in my mind, it doesn't make sense, but Courtney is also
For
fucking
me, that reason would be if Kimmy had to take a lie detector test, that would be on her mind, possibly, right? So she would fail, which I don't know if she did or not, but that would be another way for her to fail a lie detector test.
It's allegedly, she failed.
Allegedly.
She failed.
Okay.
And she was asked why she failed, and she says, I don't know.
Listen, if Kimmy gets conspiracy to create these crimes, I will apologize up and down. But in my heart of hearts, I really don't think Kimmy had anything to do with this.
I think she knew things that were told to her, but I don't think she had anything to actually do with it.
Yeah, I just don't see why. I mean, Courtney could have.
Only because she knew too much.
Or maybe if she saw something like in the house, like, why is this here? It's Becca's, and then I mean, why wouldn't Courtney just kill Kimmy too? I don't know.
Because Peg Leg can only do one at a time.
Well, Kimmy wasn't even there.
Right.
But when she told her, that's why I'm saying, like, she must
Right.
have pulled her aside and been like, hey, by the way, like, unalived your sister, don't tell anybody.
So wild, the whole thing. It's just, wow.
Okay, but I have a question because I really don't know the answer. But if rugs were involved, will that make you like talk more
No, that
and
would
like
make you be
slip
like
up
more.
or say something or
That would
no?
make you be more like satanic.
No, where Courtney would have slipped up to Kimmy is what I'm saying.
Courtney might have slipped out to Kimmy just like she slipped out to the rest of us. She might have said, "Yo, Kimmy, you're talking a little too fucking much. You better shut up, or I'm gonna pin this on you because I'm crazy with it."
Yeah, I mean, I can see that happening of things like that, of where she slipped up or she found something and like she had to have been like, oh, listen, like, your brother hit her over the head and she had a seizure and like we can't tell on your brother, like pinning it on someone else. I don't think she would say I did it. I think she would make up a story to where
Right. Or
someone else did
even,
it.
or even to the point of, she had a seizure and they thought that she was going into labor. So they had to cut the baby, and then things went wrong. I mean, gosh, it could be, any sideways of a thing.
Drama talk? No, we don't. I don't remember. Does anyone remember the date that Kimmy was in the box? I don't think there's so many dates of Kimmy in the box. I don't know.
I have a question. You guys know that when Rebecca had court and for the theft on what, like the 29th of October, right? Did she have that same judge?
I found that video. Someone sent it to me.
I seen it last night, and then this morning I woke up and I'm like, was that same judge? And I just haven't
It
had
had to have
time to
been
go back.
because everyone gets arraigned there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But could you imagine that poor judge knowing that he could have put her in jail for that, for that stolen property, and was kind of, I felt like giving her a break because she was so pregnant and so far along, and then 5 days later she gets murdered.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, no wonder he's pissed because, I mean,
Yeah.
this judge used to be all of these guys' lawyers too. He used to be a public
Yep.
defender.
And a prosecutor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas in this case, and it's unfortunate that if he did take it easy on her, could have saved her. If he did take it easy on her, could have saved her.
You're in the Twilight Zone, buddy.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Twilight.
Beat me up,
But
Heard
Scotty.
it, heard it, heard it, heard it.
yeah, but at the same time, here he probably thought, he was trying to give her a break and do the right thing and teach this young woman a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Oh, it's so crazy. I couldn't imagine being that judge if I was a judge for her just 5 days prior.
We would have to ask Richard if he was a public defender. I know he was a prosecutor, but I'm pretty sure he was a public defender as well. I don't know. But Kimmy, he would only have to, I don't know.
So who do you think bailed her out? I think it was her mom.
I do too.
Because if you've seen the video when they were walking out, the very first part of that video was not blurred. And it looked like a little bit of an older lady like that.
I do too. Well, I guess her mom had picked her up. So
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, it's $500. Like, here, take it. I'll keep her safe at my house.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's feeling like she just lost one child. She wants to at least try and, save another one from.
Yeah.
Hey, Snaps. I'm sitting here talking on mute. I'm like, does nobody hear me? Um, so the judge, the one that told her to be quiet, he used to represent her.
I
heard that too.
That's a huge
I've
conflict of
heard it, but
interest.
I know that he used to be a lawyer because he represented Rich Fisher.
Mm.
So he used to represent as a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean most do, but that's mm.
He won't be the one that'll be doing the sentencing and all that. Did you guys hear that they had her name spelled wrong and they
Yeah.
had to go change it today?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he just does arraignments and then misdemeanor court. He doesn't, if it's a felony, it goes over to the circuit district. I think it happens a lot in small counties because you have to be a prosecutor that's how you become judges in small towns, at least in mine.
Oh, right, and it's not like that they have a ton of them, right? They're very limited on who they can give to who and what because there's not many.
Shut up. They spelled it snorty, and is that a lie? Blooms.
I believe he started as
Snorty.
a public defense lawyer, and then he went to a prosecutor, then a judge.
Yo, just imagine if they did do that. Like skanky Bartholomew on purpose,
Peg leg.
I didn't know if you were making a joke or not, but that's hilarious.
I have one more quick question, and it kind of goes along with this too, and then I'm gonna jump off here. But did
Sorry.
you watch that, Chef? Did you watch that video that I sent you of the officer, the phone call and the officer? Do you think that was real?
You sent it
With
to
the
me on
sheriff?
TikTok?
The video that I sent you,
Hold on.
it said corruption underneath of it, um, because it was the supposed phone call that happened where someone called into the station asking about Becca before she was found, and the officer said, "Don't call back here unless you're standing over her Addie."
You know what though? Hold on. This one? Did you send it to me as like a Facebook link?
No, it was in the TikTok messages, which you ended up getting because you got that picture that you had displayed earlier. That's so great.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. The and the last thing I wanted to say about Kimmy, because I'm teeter tottering with her.
Hold
But
on.
I mean there is a world where she just believed what she was told, like you guys said. Maybe she found something. Maybe she had to tell her something, and so she told her that story about the seizure, and she went with it, not knowing where her sister was. She
At the
did with
jail,
it.
please state your name.
Are you talking about this video?
This one, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, both here in the courtroom, to the media, and those on live stream, the court has an ethical duty to make sure that the defendants in these cases are able to obtain a fair
No,
trial.
no.
No, it's the one with, I know what one she's talking about. It's the one with the sheriff where somebody called in and said they had a question about the case. And at first it's a recording, right? And then they pick up and he's like, don't call me unless you're standing over the
Right.
No,
body.
but yeah, yo, we got that same call. We got that same call that night. Bless her soul. Was it Heather? Oh my God, we got that same call, or somebody had told us. Somebody had come on my live and said, "Listen," because we were reporting. I think multiple people had already flooded them the minute she had said what she said. She had said what she said in my live there when she typed it, and I think right off of that, people were flooding the department or whatnot, and they had literally said, if you're physically not standing in front of the yes, yeah, that was true.
Yeah, if you're not standing over it, I don't want to hear from you again.
That's so
But that's how corrupt like that little town is and stuff. It's wild.
Howdy, y'all.
And
Angel of mine.
and
Of
I
my,
have a question.
wait a minute, Angel of your TikTok chat.
Yo, Angel. I wanna say you are a true friend. Someone was trying to put you my back against the wall yesterday, and they were about to do me dirty, and you sat there and said, you know what? I think Chef's a cool dude.
You know what? And the point of the whole thing is, and I made that clear to that individual, and she was on another chat and she heard me. I didn't say her name or nothing like that. But the thing is, excuse me, just like I told him in Jack's thing as well. We all don't. Sometimes our personalities do not click, 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 click. You know, you might like this person, and I may not. And I may like this person and you may not, but you better give me a damn good reason why you don't like that person, and then shut up and let me go deal with that person. Because the way I feel about it, if you got a beef with me or I got a beef with you, I'm going to the person. There ain't no sense in going over behind somebody's back and talking shit. Don't do that. And I do like Chef, so if you don't like him, don't talk shit about him, okay? I don't want
Tell
to
him
freaking
again,
hear.
girlfriend. Tell him again, girlfriend.
I don't like that shit. That's all gossip. This bullshit. You ain't got enough backbone to go to Chef and say something to yourself. Then that's on you, baby. But if I got a problem with Chef, I'm going directly to Chef, and it ain't gonna be on TikTok. It'll be on private text
Tell him
because
again, girlfriend. Tell him again, girlfriend.
all these freaking people want to go on. It's like Facebook. That's why I barely go on Facebook. It's like, why do you? Okay, I'm having troubles with my husband today, and da da da. What the fuck is all these people on Facebook gonna fucking do to help your ass? You got a fucking problem with your old man? Take it out with your fucking old man. That's just
Angel,
the
you
way
the
it is.
best, man. Tennessee, check it out.
I'm just so sick, and and we are not fucking. And there's a big old cat fight going on over some stupid bullshit, and nobody's hearing it. I don't. To me, if you ask me to go do something, and I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm going to make a split decision and say, okay, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm going to do what I feel is the best thing for this baby boy. To sit over here and have little cat fights over it, that's the devil. He's in a nest right now. And that's exactly what Courtney and Bradley want right now, is for everybody to split up so that they can go and everybody can forget about the main fucking focus, which is Rebecca and baby Richie. The rest of the bullshit, woo woo and blow it away and fuck all y'all. That's all I got to say about that.
Tell
Come
him
on.
again, sister. You the best, Angel. Thank you for coming
I
up.
love that.
Thank you for coming
It's
up,
true.
Angel.
It's too much
I knew there's a
bullshit.
reason why I had a crush on you.
It's just too much bullshit. And and because the case, they think the case ain't even fucking over. It's just died down for a minute until we get back on it. Come on, people.
But
And
yo, we gotta keep
to
our
me, chef, to me, if you got time to sit there and fucking argue and bullshit over some petty god blah blah blah, then your mind actually ain't ain't on the program. And if you
Amen,
go in
girl.
the back
Amen.
door, if you going in the back door, and if you going in the building with me to clear it, you better have a clear head.
Tell him again, Mama. Tell him again.
That's just the way it is. Come on, stop fighting. You're acting like children. Stop it.
Yeah, you got it. That's exactly what you said is so right. Is that's exactly what Brad and Courtney would want. They would want everybody fighting and going against each other and not coming together, right?
My thing is, y'all. I want a solid, straight up chessboard made of marble, and I want to take that last piece, which will be the queen, because she's the strongest bitch on the board. Checkmate, motherfucker. See you later. Done. You're gone.
Well, you
That's
got
what I
that
want to
wrong,
see.
Missy, because you got to take the king out to get checkmate.
Well, you know what? Excuse me. We'll just do it with it. Okay, it takes the king and the
If
and the
you don't
queen
take the
to
king
balance.
out, you can't get checkmate.
Okay, fine. We'll just take the king and do it. But you know what? You got to have the queen beside you to balance that out, baby.
She's
That's
playing
the way
by
it
her
is.
rules.
You got right. You got to have the king and the queen to balance it out. So we'll just take both of them and go check and mate. Kiss,
But you
kiss.
forgot to
Kiss
add
me.
one thing. You forgot to add one thing.
What's that?
It's the queen that can move any way on the board, not the
Exactly my
king.
point, baby. She
Not
can
the
go
king.
anywhere, and she even protects the king. So boom, boom.
You good,
Do
man.
that
You
belly
good,
dance
you
for me,
good,
baby.
Angel. You know what? You cool in my books.
I just can't stand it. And then the first chat I go into, it's like, it sounds like a bunch of cats over some stupid shit that was said. So what? And sometimes me being autistic, my mind moves so fast, and ADHD does not help, that sometimes words come out of my mouth wrong, and I've got to go reiterate. And if I made a mistake and said something wrong and I upset that person, I will humbly go right to that person and say, yo, dude, that came out my mouth wrong. I'm sorry. Right now, we need to be focused on what we need to be focused on. We got to go in that back door and clear that damn building and make sure, keep your head in the game, folks.
Oh, you better tell him again, Mama.
It's just true. And God and the devil wants to play. God brought all of us together for a reason. And God and Jesus Christ is a lot stronger than Satan. But right now, the way it's going in some of them, Satan's playing real hard.
100%.
Ain't that the truth, Mama?
But God's got this, y'all. God got me still. Boom.
And I tell you
Amen.
one thing there, Angel. God don't like ugly.
No, he don't, and he don't make mistakes. So he brought us together for a reason. That ain't a mistake.
Facts.
100%. Yep.
How was Angel's Day today? I was thinking about you earlier today. I said I haven't seen her coming around, so I thought maybe you were taking a
Well,
break.
I've been on some chats this evening, and I'm going to say this on yours too. I want everybody, and I hope he's listening again. I want everybody to give a great big hug and kiss to Captain Liz and Captain Greg, especially Captain Greg, because he is the one that went on TikTok for us today, and they got some beautiful. They're all gingers like me, and they're just beautiful kids. He went on TikTok, and he had every single one of our backs today. They had a picture of us all in the courtroom, and there was like over 900 and some freaking nasty, brutal people going on there saying some brutal shit about us. Like somebody was vaping, and the Snoopy shirt that I wore in there, I guess, was not appropriate by somebody's eyeballs because it was blinking, and we're trailer trash and blah 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 blah. And he went on there to TikTok, made them take the picture off, and then he went on there and dude knows how to word it, because everybody shut their mouth after that. So
Did you
everybody,
just say you're a redhead?
yes,
Oh, I
I,
love you. I am too. Go
you
ahead.
can tell
Sorry.
by the
I want
fire in
everybody
her.
to thank Salvation Army of Cadillac, Michigan, because that their Captain Liz and Captain Greg are the pastors of Salvation Army of Cadillac, Michigan. We have our services on Sunday at 11 a.m. And I'm going to tell you something. Salvation Army is fire because they help a lot of people. But Captain Greg, kisses, hugs to your family, Miss Liz and Captain Liz. Woo woo, the family over there. I say a great big thank you. I did because you had our backs, y'all. And Captain Greg, you are a bomb, baby. And listen, I took over 3 cards over to Peterson's today. I took 2. One to Scott. He is the owner of the gas station and the mechanic shop over there. And Brian is the owner of the tow trucking company of Peterson's. And I also did take a card in for the entire staff of Peterson's mobile gas station to thank them for helping us in the investigation by allowing us to use their trucks to pull off them vehicles and catch these bad people. So, woo woo! So the cards, I took them over there because I thought that Peterson and I'm close and I live close there, so I thought that they deserved a thank you. So I took over some cards
Oh, that
today
was
for
nice of
all of
you.
them. Do what? I'm sorry.
I said that was nice of you.
And I got a card for the pastors at at Salvation Army, which I will be giving them tomorrow from to say thank you to them, especially Captain Greg, like I said, because he had our backs, y'all. And yeah, so I needed to say that. So yeah.
Well, thank you for coming up, Big Mama. Sorry, we
Y'all
had
are just
we have Heather here. How you doing, Heather?
hi, Heather.
Heather, you know you're up here.
Oh, Heather. Oh, Heather. Oh, sorry.
Heather. You want to go in K Snap's band?
Do what?
Oh,
Do
we have a
what? Oh, you
band.
already in. You already in.
You're already in. You said you're a redhead and you said do what? We have
Yeah.
a band and we'll let you know when band practice is, but we do it live on TikTok.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
A band practice? Why band practice?
Yes, we like to have some fun.
Oh, okay. I'll get my voice ready. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I love this. Oh, I love
I
this.
like you already.
Did y'all see
Yeah.
the new? Did y'all get the opportunity to see the new court date today?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she put her head down and she was like, when she was trying to argue with Corey Wiggins, which he is a good judge. She's trying to argue. Well, I got a 14-year-old, and he was like, I'm sorry, da 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 da. And she put her head down, and you could see her going, "Fuck,
Yep, you see the big old F bomb flying out.
boom, 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 boom." Yeah, and she about to start to cry. You should be crying. The only reason you crying, baby, is because you fixing to be you locked up and you fixing to go to prison and you're scared because you know what's gonna happen when you get there. They're gonna put you in the cell with Big Bertha. Yeah, now deal with her.
Love you so much, Angel. I had to stick up for you today. I popped into a live. I had never even listened to this creator before, and then I got booted because I was like, y'all are awful for talking about her like that. Her heart is in the right place, and that is all that matters. Like 100%. And I don't know. I love you, and I know no matter what emotions are high, like you said yourself, sometimes things may not come out right, may get misconstrued, but whatever it is, your heart's in the right place. You've got a good one, and I'm blessed that I got to interact with you, with all of you.
Well,
And
the way
I
I
hope you
put
guys have
this,
a good
baby
night.
girl, thank you for having my back. First of all, love you, girl. But this is the way I think about things, okay? You can talk all the shit you want because you don't know me, okay? I will be your best friend and I can take a secret to the grave, okay? And when I go into a building with y'all to clear it, yeah, I'll be standing right next to y'all, not behind you. And anybody get up in the way, I'm gonna hurt somebody to save your life. So you want to talk about me, baby? Do what you feel you need to do, because I'm not in this for popularity. I'm in here to be a voice for these people who do not have a voice. That's why God put me here, because I got a big damn mouth, and I'll be your voice, baby. But
Mic drop.
don't sit over here and hurt me.
100.
Tennessee, hello.
Yeah, there's just a lot of shit talkers on this app, that's for sure.
And they can talk all the shit. That's probably why they all on the same app. And I don't care if they hear me or not. I hope y'all do have bad things to say about me, because you know what? I'm God's dangerously chosen paradox, y'all. Step lightly, baby. That's
Love
all
that.
I got to say. I ain't in here for no popularity. I never have been. I seen that poster. I grabbed that poster, and I asked God to guide me. I don't
What
come
you
up
got
here
to
for no
say about
popularity.
that milk, mama? Huh?
Do what, baby?
What'd you say, Chef?
I said, what you got to say about that milk, mama? Huh?
Tennessee, I came up here for you, girl. I just wanted to say you are so funny. And you need to start your own live streams because you will outdo Chef, okay?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
See, that's the thing. Hold
Get you
on, y'all.
paid, girl.
Check this out, y'all. For real. I try to stay undercover, because if y'all need me for to go and be a person to sit out there and do a stakeout, I don't need nobody to see me live. And number two, Chef's doing a good job for me all by himself, y'all.
The
Tell him
comments
again.
are loving you and they're asking how Skittles is.
Skittles, she is just phenomenal, and she's just such a beautiful kitten. Every time I come home, she jumps up on the bed and she jumps up on me and she puts her forehead to mine, and just to say, "Mama, I love you and I missed you."
You
Beautiful
better not
cat.
let her sleep on my side, Angel.
She sleeps right up next to my neck, and she keeps my
God,
neck
Chef, you
warm
are
at night.
so bad.
You better not let her sleep on my side, Angel.
Excuse me,
I'm gonna, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
let her.
real mad
No,
at
Chef.
you.
See, I'm gonna let her use you as a. No, I'm just kidding. As a kitty litter box. I'm just kidding. She gonna pee on your side. She gonna be like, "I'm here. I'm marking my territory." And now, Chef, get over. She's just marking her
Awesome,
territory.
Tennessee. You
If
guys are
that
all
came out wrong,
awesome.
Chef, I was not trying to be rude. I was trying to say she's marking her territory, and it came out all wrong. I'm sorry about that, Chef.
No, I thought it was funny.
It's okay. I already started crying.
Oh, Chef, don't cry. I got a shoulder if you want to cry on. Just don't get to sleep tonight.
Aw.
You
Don't
broke
get
my
to sleep
heart
tonight.
twice. You broke my heart twice in 24 hours.
No, I'm crying. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing,
How
y'all.
was your Hey Angel, how was your day today though? That's what's more important.
No,
How
I
was
went
your
into
day?
self. Well, I was blessed, like I said, with Captain Greg. He was bomb, but just like on live stream, what really hurt me, and I didn't want to get angry with this individual, and I'm not naming any names, but we got children that come walking up in that place, the Salvation Army, okay? And Captain Greg and Micah and his wife and Captain Greg's wife Liz, the pastors there, and Micah and everybody in there. Okay, to come in there and walk into the Salvation Army with I don't care if they're your favorite pajamas or not, you wear them at home. You have them ripped from top to bottom, and we got to look at your underwear all day long. And there's children walking up in there. And because of the situation going around, there's going to be some touchy people about that. There's
Hold on,
babies that
time
walk up
out.
in
Isn't
there.
that normal in Cadillac?
It doesn't make a difference. And I said something to this individual, and he's like, I knew somebody was going to say something about it. Did you not think so? You're half naked and there's babies up in here. Go put some damn pants on. We don't want to look at your nasty ass underwear all day. And get an ass before you think you cute.
Tell him again, mama.
That's all I got to say. And you make Salvation Army look wrong. When you come up in there like that, you better be dressed appropriately, because, like I said, there's a lot of children up in there. And don't make Salvation Army look bad, because I'm going to say something. And that is making Salvation Army look bad. Get dressed. And then he
Oh
going to try to
no, you
jump in my,
didn't.
and this dude's going to get up in my face when I said something for the second time. He don't turn around and say, "Oh, you're mentally challenged." Who's mentally challenged, baby? I'm dressed. Are you?
Tell him again, mama.
I
That's
learned
just the
how to
way it is.
buckle my belt.
It just does not make sense how people think.
It's wild behavior.
It's ridiculous. Think about children, man. We already got funky stuff going around this town anyway, baby. Don't make Salvation Army look bad, because I'm going to say something. Because Salvation Army helps a lot of people. They do, and I've seen it. And I donate my time there, and I try to help as much as I can. but don't make them look bad by coming up in here and dressed the way you do. Especially, like I said, a lot of babies are coming up in there, and I don't eat meat. But that hamburger I will eat because damn, and their fries, boom, 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 and it's only $6, y'all. What's up?
What's
Yes, there you
up?
go.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom,
And
Angel.
tomorrow night, guess what? Tomorrow night's the nacho bar, so I'm going there tomorrow night. And Friday is the fish. I'm single. I don't want to sit here and try to cook for myself. It don't make
What's
sense.
up, Jada?
So
I
I'm
know.
going to have some fish on Friday. Hi, would you say Tina?
No, I'm saying hi to one of my followers. Boom,
Hi,
boom, boom.
y'all.
What's up?
What's up? So I'm going Friday for fish. I don't like shrimp, but I do like their fish, and I'm going to have it. Yeah, that's cool.
Great. What time
Thank
is
you for
that
coming up,
benefit?
Angel. I appreciate you.
What time is that benefit
Oh,
tomorrow? That's tomorrow, right?
and one more
What's
thing
up,
for you.
little bit? How you doing?
And
What's
one
up,
more
chat?
thing,
What's up, everybody there?
I lit a candle today over at Salvation Army, and I prayed for Rebecca and her baby boy. And there was a crystal angel, and I put it right by the candle, and I let it burn all day until we got ready to leave. And tomorrow I'm going to relight it until this candle is gone, just to let her know we thinking about y'all, baby, and I hope you're dancing in the sky.
Oh, she dancing in this. I've been making her dance in the sky for about a week now, every day.
Oh, that song was played. I requested that song to be played last night, and it was.
And she's singing in the Angels Choir. Can you believe it?
I believe that, and you can hear little Richie going, I love the Lord. I love the Lord. Yeah. So
Damn,
he's
man.
singing too. He's singing, and you can
Hey,
hear his little
Angel,
voice
Angel,
going.
I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know in front of 794 people, 89, whatever the case may be. You just saved my TikTok career.
Why is that? I did.
Yeah. I was about to quit.
No,
Yeah.
Chef. If you quit, I'll slap the tongue out your mouth and tell your wife later. Why?
I
You'll be
I
like, Miss Chef. Let me tell you what. I slapped your husband's tongue out his mouth, and it's because he quit. You don't quit.
I
Come
was
on,
just
Chef.
about to quit. I was about to throw I just literally threw my farewell speech in the garbage.
No, you did not,
I did too.
Chef. Come on. If you quit, If you quit,
Yeah, but you know what? I changed my mind.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You just saved my TikTok career.
Well, you know what? I would be totally seriously from the bottom of my heart, I would be crushed.
Yeah. But you know what? I honestly thank you. I just literally ripped up my farewell speech. Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Chef.
Wait,
We
what
love
did
you,
you say
baby.
you would do? You would smack the tongue out of his mouth and tell him about it later? Is that what
No,
you just
I
said?
said
Because
I would
I'm
slap.
reusing that line.
I said I would slap the tongue out of his mouth and tell his mama and his wife why later.
My mama dead though. My mama dead though.
Oh,
I wrote that down. I
okay.
wrote
Well,
that
then I have
down.
to. Okay, then in that case, I would say, if you quit, Chef, I'll slap the tongue out your mouth, tell your mama, daddy, your wife, and whoever else I need to later why.
I don't even know
Why
who my
later?
daddy is
Whatever.
though.
To what?
I don't know who my dad is. This is real truth.
He's
Well, I
speaking
would deliberately
facts.
go out there on a manhunt and find him and tell him why. Okay?
Oh,
Don't
I'm
quit.
not. I'm not
She
too.
ain't playing, Chef. She's
Hey,
gonna smack that tongue out your.
Tennessee. He never cared about me. I couldn't care less about him.
Wait a minute. Chef, let me give you a little lesson in life. We pray
Oh,
for those who are lost.
amen.
You pray for
Yeah.
those who are lost, even if it's your mom. You know what, Chef? I'm going to tell y'all something, okay? I got thrown in a garbage can when I was born.
Tennessee,
Aw.
my
And let me
heart.
tell you something. And then they gave me back, and I was some bad juju happened with I couldn't even believe until I was sick, and then I was taken or whatever, blah blah blah. But you know what? That's okay because I'm alive and I forgave these people. That's okay. I thought I was crazy. I went to a psychiatrist and like three of them, and they were like, "No, honey, you just got a special heart." And that's what makes me God's paradox. I can forgive so easy. You can't forget, y'all, but you can forgive these people because they're lost. Forgive them for they know not what they do. They're lost. Even Jesus Christ for the lost, okay? And he died on the
Okay.
cross for us. I don't know if I can tolerate somebody putting holes in my hands with some nails, but he died for us, y'all. So, you know what? So if you don't know him, just pray for him. And maybe one day he'll come knocking on the door. And if he does, be kind. That's all I can say. I mean, there's just too much meanness in the world, y'all.
I'm gonna say one more thing, Angel, because I got to get some people up here. But I just wanted to thank you because I was about to pack in my TikTok career, and you just told me otherwise, man.
You know what, baby? And I'm glad. Stick around because
Yeah,
there's a lot
I
more
just
fun
ripped up
coming.
my. I just wrote a 22 minute farewell speech, and I was about to say it at 10:23, and I just threw it in the trash.
Well, I am totally humbled, and I just don't. You make TikTok, baby. That's all I can say. You, Brandy, and those of y'all, who are not like, you're real, and just stick around because there's a lot more fun coming, baby, and there's a lot more. There's a chef that they need us, and you're a voice for those who cannot speak. That's why you here. So stick
Appreciate
around,
you.
darling, and we got your back, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. I need to get some boxes, Angel. Can I?
Well, drop me down, baby, because I'm gonna just hang out here and listen to what y'all got to say. And I love all you. And say your prayers. And God bless y'all. Y'all are just awesome to me. You know
I
what I'm
got my
saying?
Louisiana buddy coming in. You're gonna get. He's a treat. You'll love him.
Good. I want to hear some Louisiana. Woo woo.
Okay, here he comes. Thank you.
All
God
right.
Have a good
bless
Later,
you,
one,
Angel.
Tennessee.
later
Milk,
on, y'all.
Milk Mama, you want me to drop you?
Yes, I'm going to be in the chat.
Okay, love. Thanks for coming
Mm-hmm.
up.
No problem. Thank you.
Tennessee, somebody said, Lori said, please read your messages.
What up,
Hi,
Ethan?
Ethan.
Hell,
What the hell? What the helly?
What the
that's
hell,
what I'm saying.
Leonte.
Now,
Ethan?
I was
What would
really
you do? What would you do if you went to jail and they told you got $1 million bond in less than 10 days? You get out on 10,000.
so they reduced the bond.
Uh huh.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Something is not right here. Well, honestly, let me say this. Honestly, and I hate to say it, but it is the truth. The fact that their bond was set so high in the first place, usually they don't set bonds that high given the charges that they were charged. So I'm not
Agreed.
surprised they got a little bit of a bond reduction, but I don't think they should have, given the fact that they're not out of the clear.
But is it fair to say that if they weren't, they would have got charged already or no?
I don't think there's enough evidence to charge them, or they would have been. So,
I mean,
um,
we were just talking on this, Ethan, and I know everybody's a little, but think about it. It all makes total sense if you follow the script and you follow everything going on. The one with the biggest motive is the ones that, number one, it's obviously Courtney is the head honcho to this, and then you got this little guinea pig beside her who's gonna do anything that she tells him to do. So
Brad,
yeah,
and
correct,
he's a
Brad.
cuck. Can I say that on TikTok?
Sure.
Go look that one up, people who don't know. Go run to Urban Dictionary with that one, because I've been thinking about Brad for a while, and I'm like, why is Brad standing behind this woman who doesn't have a leg to stand on, literally, and while she's over here, I mean, and she's not, I don't need to say nothing about her looks because I'm sure, I mean, look at her. So it's like, who would volunteer? I mean, I don't think, even if, I don't think you could pay somebody to sleep with her, but still she somehow finds somebody in this county to cheat on Brad with. So, and he still stays with her?
You
Make it
couldn't put
make
a bag
sense.
over her head and sleep with her?
I don't want. Well, I don't care because I don't want to. I mean, just looking at what she looks like clothed is too scary. So I couldn't imagine the opposite of that.
No.
But Brad and Courtney aren't getting bond. And as for Kimmy and this is what I've said about Kimmy and Rich. I'm not sure that they were involved. And this is my opinion.
because obviously the evidence hasn't proved that they're involved in anything. But there's no, right now, there's not really any conclusive evidence. Now, I still think they're guilty of sin of other stuff. Now, I'll throw that one out there too. But there's no evidence that they did anything firsthand to Rebecca. But in my opinion, they definitely, after it happened, could have had some suspicion of what was going on, because I'm way down here in the bottom of the boot and I could spot this from a mile away. So you're telling me that Rich and Kimmy, right up there in the county, all this mess is going on right after Rebecca went missing, had no suspicions of what was going on or didn't know nothing? I think they knew, and in my opinion, they're guilty of sin just for the fact that they knew that it happened and were sitting there not really being honest.
I feel
Yeah,
like maybe they got the reduction and stuff because they possibly could have given some information that led to what we see now with Courtney and Brad.
No, I think they got the reduction because, giving them get $1 million bond for what Rich was charged with. I mean, that's just not, I mean, come on now. I mean, he deserves to be in jail, but people are doing what he did every day with the
But
rugs.
they have a three-strike state. Well, actually,
Oh.
Michigan is technically a fourth. And that's why it was iterated in his charges that this was his first time of being a habitual offender. So he is, like, even though he's out on bond, he's still facing a charge that holds a life sentence right now. So for him, it's odd to me that he was allowed to walk out of that bitch, get a hug from somebody, and go home today when we could really push Kimmy to the side in this conversation. Regardless, in the law, he's in this situation where a life sentence is there. He's a habitual offender. Like, they've been talking about how he distributes, he produces, he does all these things. So, like, to me, it seems like there had to be something in it for both of them for him to not be so reprimanded when it was the ultimate for him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the fact that it was reduced that much seems like something I mean, because you don't jump from. I've never seen you jump from $1 million down to what they jumped down to without there being corruption or something.
I
Some
mean,
kind of backroom.
Kalak makes a great point, right? Ethan and panel and chat. They think about it. You went from a possible charge that gives. How many times do you know of people bonding on a charge that's going to give you life in prison? Not very many.
But it disturbs me that the fact that he has had so many charges that put him on the registry, and he got out of jail when he was out of jail before all this transpired. So he's been in. I mean, he should have been thrown up under the jail a long time ago.
And allegedly selling to an undercover.
So I think there's some corruption there, because how is he a 5-time
Not five.
offender who got up on the
No,
registry
he's he would have been 4-time habitual.
and then he's done other stuff too.
You know what I said? You know what I said earlier, Ethan? As crazy as my theory may sound, I truly believe that he was. If we, so I'm not sure if you heard, but someone, and I quote, and I'm only saying this because it was brought to TikTok. Somebody said that they had a jailhouse call with that person, and they said that she admitted that she spilled the beans on Rich. Now, in order to say that, it makes me more believe that this monster in the blue here literally said, you need to say this. We need Rich away, because him out here, he's going to talk and they're going to know exactly what me and Brad did. So let's put him away. Let's put him away. Give him that opportunity to stay hush hush. And then we can, while we can try to pin it on everybody else but me and Brad. And I truly believe that.
Yeah.
Or like somebody in the chat said, maybe he gave up somebody that they've been wanting to take down, and maybe he gave a name for
Kimmy
somebody
and him had
bigger
to
in
have
the
given
rug
them something.
industry.
Timmy and him had to give them something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for the amount of reduction, something had to be offered. And I think Kimmy didn't, I think she didn't have the whole story, but I think she had key pieces of the story, which led to them getting Courtney and Brad. Now, I don't know if Richie also had information about Courtney and Brad, but he could have easily gave up anybody else, but I
To
just
get
don't
that
believe that.
reduction. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what they do. They snitch so they could get, I mean,
Aren't they both on the snitch list?
Yeah, but I don't even know how that works. Like that's no Kimmy and Rebecca are. But I mean, excuse
Okay.
me, Brad, Rich and Becky are, but I don't even know how that shit works. Like I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah, I
I
don't
can't hold
either.
that as credible information. But what I will do is, what I will say though, I do like think about it. If these cops were onto something and knew that there was technically a tip that led them to believe that these two were the prime suspects the entire time. Okay, now we have her daughter out flapping her gums. We need to put this one away because now she can easily become the next victim to these monsters.
Yep,
well,
that's what I said.
here's another thing we need to think about. They were charged not only with unaliving Rebecca, but unaliving her baby. So
Right.
that means they have evidence. I mean, you can't just go charge somebody with murder unless you have evidence they actually did it. And the baby's body hasn't been discovered.
And you know what, though, Ethan? In my opinion, like I've said many times, I believe if you recall the night of just before they got booked, Brad got brought back to the 2 track. I believe Brad
Mm-hmm.
was singing. I
So
believe Brad was
somebody
singing.
somebody said something. They have evidence, and they don't have the body of the crime. So what do they have? Somebody who's involved in this mess who's done said something because they charged
Or they
them.
could just remember too. They ripped out, and I sorry to be graphical, but they ripped out a piece of drywall from the house. They fucking took the
Mm-hmm.
two vehicles. They took the two vehicles. They repainted, recarpeted. I mean,
And
I
there's
will.
people.
There's internet searches too,
Well,
for
my point
evidence.
is they've got evidence somehow that the
Right.
baby's unalive. And
Absolutely.
they don't, because I mean, nobody knows where the baby's body is as far as we're all aware. So they've only found Rebecca's body. So how do they know that because everybody thought maybe the baby's being hidden out somewhere. Well, and the autopsy hasn't been finished yet completely. So
Toxicology, yeah.
yeah, I mean, they're working on all of that as well to determine the cause of her unaliving. So, I mean, it was clear, and I mean, this was the rumor from the get go, and then that eventually they came out with it that they cut and did all that, but the fact that the baby's unalive, there's got to be some evidence. I mean, and you can't just charge people based off a hunch or a theory, so there's got to be some actual evidence to stick that to.
Well, my thing with that is possibly when Brad took him out there that night, he could have possibly taken him out where the baby was, and they could have gotten maybe some kind of evidence. But if they didn't bury it, like say that they took the baby out to bury it, if they didn't do that deep enough, those are backwoods. Like an animal would definitely be able to dig that up, right?
The
As
Mm-hmm.
other thing, guys, and
graphic
I'll
and
be
as
honest with
bad
you,
as it is, but
the other thing, and I'll be totally honest with you, there's one story, right? There's one story that everybody knows is the truth, and everybody is pinning that story on each other.
Oh yeah, I
And
definitely think
that's
so.
and that's what makes it believable that everything that they're saying and all the evidence that they got is leading to the the facts that yeah, we know they did this. And like even though I was big on Rich because honestly, Ethan and chat and panel, I said it many times, I don't play with RSOs.
Yeah.
RSOs, those motherfuckers, I got no love for them. So I'm gonna pin anything on them on purpose. But I'll tell you one thing. when you really actually stop and think about it, the only one, if you deep dive and go down that rabbit hole, the only one that really would have had the motive here would have been Courtney.
Well, I'm not sure that, Rich, I mean, he was living in a, pervert's heaven, pervert's paradise, because he was a 43-year-old who was, up here running around with a 22-year-old after he had been on the registry 4 times over. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he'd have no motive, but that doesn't change the fact that he's disgusting and he needs to be
100%. Yeah,
dragged
exactly.
from here to Timbuktu.
Right. And
Because I mean, so that's why I don't like him. But his tail don't deserve to be out on bond. He needs to be sitting right there with his 3 hots in a cot like Courtney and Brad for Christmas. And as for Brad, I think it's a matter, if he ain't done snitched, he's going to, because he's a wussy and he can't keep his story straight to save his life. And none of these people can keep their mouths shut to save their life. That's the reason they're in all this mess. And the public's on their rear end is because they wanted to run up here on TikTok panels and jap their jaws. And the public's not stupid. So now they're popped up here as an exhibit looking broke, busted, and disgusted in these mugshots.
Did you see, Ethan, that the blue monster had to get rearranged today? You heard about that?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot. Now
She got rearranged today. And she says that she's going to cooperate with the prosecutor if you could just get her to go home, if she can just go home and raise her child. Like, okay, we're just going to do that. Oh, by the way, she has appointments to attend.
Yeah, she's going to give him another child to unalive.
So did Rebecca. She had a due date, and guess what? You fucking took that away from her, you evil monster.
She wants to go home. As far as I'm concerned, she don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
Right.
She's not paying rent.
Ethan. We have a defense attorney here. His name is an attorney, but not yours here. Very, very, very humble to have him always in our panel. I have a question, attorney, because this is one that just came to mind, and thank you for coming up. So my thing is like, maybe you spoke on this earlier, and I apologize if you got to repeat yourself. But like, hey Jamie, how you doing? Jamie, do you know you're up here? Jamie. Oh boy. I'm gonna mute you for the time being because she usually comes up, so she probably doesn't. So, attorney, my question to you is like, maybe we talked about this earlier, and I apologize, but it's like, yo, how do we go? Like, what makes sense to go from $1 million bond to a $10,000 bond?
And I don't think I touched on this, but what I will say is that the bond, I think I mentioned it yesterday, the bond was extremely high for the charges that were actually brought forth. Like, that didn't make any sense. I understand that one of them was a felony, but the other 2 are misdemeanors, and that felony is not like a violent felony. Like, filing a false police report of a felony is not a violent crime. So, I mean, thinking about this in the most reasonable, non-conspiratorial way, I think the judges realized he may have overshot what he actually was legally allowed to do, and then just made that change because there was no reason for the bond to be that high. That's just my logical, thinking about this. I don't think there's anything else that is going into it, to be perfectly honest.
Right. And do you think that it was they put him under like a protection?
What do you mean? Are you talking about who is it? Rich that's still in there?
No, so Rich and Kimberly, they got out today. But I'm saying, like, yo, I mean, I just can't wrap my mind around a $1 million bond. Then you get out on $10K. Then you got a $750,000 bond. You get out on $5K.
So I don't know what Rich's charges were. But like I said, I will say specifically though for Kimmy's charges, I truly think that the judge just realized, you know what, like I made a mistake here. This is way too high of a bond for these particular charges, and that's why it was reduced when they came back. Because stuff like that happens all the time. Like, it
But
legitimately happens all the
attorney,
time.
the issue here is that Rich, this was his fourth offense, and Michigan uses the fourth offense like other states use your third time. This was his final thing. Like his charges for his habitualness and the fact that it's the fourth time with this charge is holding a possible life sentence. Like it's like his final, this is it. Like you're not gonna be out of jail. So that's kind of what blew my mind a little is like riches are violent. Riches are crimes against children. Riches are distribution and manufacturing. Like this man is not a good person to be out on the streets. And for him, the million made sense because like children are in danger. People are in danger 100%.
I mean,
So like
what's his current charge though? Not the priors. What is he
it
currently
was
charged with?
selling and distribution and selling, and he sold to an undercover, and it was his fourth time doing that.
Y'all, can I weigh in for a second? Thanks, Chef, for letting me up.
You're good.
I actually can shed light on this because I've seen it happen in person. I live in a very small town. I'm in California. I nowhere near there, not related to any of this. But during my internship, there are guys that have repeat offenses with rugs, especially math labs and things like that. They go in, they make a deal, and so they have nothing tying them to the actual crime itself, but being tied to the people involved in it. And they go in and they make a deal with these detectives, with these places, saying, I can get you a bigger bust. I could get you the person you're looking for. So when he was first brought in, and I believe this because I've seen it, they set it so high he had no possibility of getting out, and they sweated him out, and he probably sang like a bird. And they said, all right, we did trump up your charges to keep you here until we got more details. So he might not have had the intel that they needed regarding this case, but they did hold him. Both of them bonded out. I don't know the details of that, and I'm not going to speak on that at all. I'm just saying I have seen charges go from so high you're probably going away for a long time to being released on the street, and then all of a sudden there's a huge bust or a raid. So he's probably working and being tracked and leading them to other things to save his own disgusting butt, I guess I could say. He's a gross person, but they probably thought there's bigger fish out there that he could lead them to. But I don't think we've seen the last of his charges. I think they let him out and they tethered him, and they're just waiting to see where he goes, what he does, and who comes back.
Can I say something really quick? You know
Mm-hmm.
what, Chef, is that makes sense on one way, only because to me, I feel that they dropped the ball on this case so hard that if they sent him out there and they were able to um do you know, get something big under their belt to be able to show the community and all the people, look, we do our job, and
Mm-hmm.
are able to show a big bust or a child ring or something like that, and that would make sense to me.
That's what I was alluding to. He's got connections in that county in so many different ways. And I know he's got all those charges, so I am sure he's on a tightrope. So he's definitely made a deal of some sort. Definitely.
I agree with that. And Chef, you said something earlier about how he could potentially be more valuable to them right now on the street because he's probably doing something for them. But
Hmm.
Well, most
I'm
of
a,
these times, a lot of times, these guys are if they, like I say, quote unquote, are part of the game. They're more of an ass. They can do more damage being out than being in. You know what I'm saying? So they can bring down. So just giving bail to Rich today can bring down another 5 guys tomorrow, if that makes sense.
Right, and it
Yeah,
would make them
but
look like heroes, right? Like they did
but
something.
at the same time, you guys, the streets also are very aware that if this motherfucker's bond got moved from 1 million down to that, they know, just like us on this here panel,
Uh-huh.
that he's fucking doing something. So, like,
Ain't
to the
nobody
cops,
stupid.
Yep.
exactly. So, like, to the cops, he's disposable. Whatever they can give him, cool. I think they've realized that he really didn't have a part in Becca's unaliving or anything to do with it. And like, if they get
Yo, he
something, cool. But if they don't get anything and Rich ends up in a hole because he's out here looking like the most biggest CI that the world could offer and they take him out, then it's not a loss for the police either way.
so Kalak, look at the
Exactly. He's
priors.
bait.
Kalak, look at
He's
these
bait.
priors. Kalak, look at these priors. Criminal S conduct, third degree. Criminal S conduct, third degree. And when I say that one, it says incapacitated victim on the third degree.
I know, Chef,
Third,
but if we look
no,
at
but listen,
everything
listen,
from
listen, listen, listen. Third, the second charge, person, guys, and trigger warning. I apologize. Person 13 to 15.
listen, but this is where I'm going to tell you something exactly what
Third,
I
no, no,
preach every time.
I'm furthering your point. I'm furthering your point. I'm
I'm
furthering your point.
agreeing. I'm agreeing as well, but this is my point where I say the cops would prefer a rug bust to bring down money than protect children. This
I
is
know
why
you're
we
right. Yep,
have
yep.
nonviolent offenders in jail and people like him out.
It's sick but
yes.
true. It's sick but true.
It is
But in
sick but
today's
true.
world, just because I know because I'm in that realm of it all, today's world, children are more worth more than the rugs are. Because a child can be sold over and over and a rug can only be sold once.
But he's not a seller of children, he's a buyer of children, so he doesn't work for that CI part.
I think he's the ABU of children.
I'm about to hop down, but thank you for having me up, Chef, and it's good to
All right,
talk to
appreciate
y'all.
you, Ethan.
I'll
Like
see
always,
y'all
man.
soon.
Thank you for coming in,
Y'all have a
buddy.
good night.
You too.
Have a good
Thank you.
night. Thank you.
And they might have even let him out and said, we know everything's hot right
No,
now.
but I'm just saying, how do you let this out? How do you let this out, Shell? Like, and I know, like, and
He
I
offered them something good, that's
no,
how.
I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, it's not even about him. It's about the system right now, right? And please, just let me say these: criminal S conduct, third degree, incapacitated victim. Criminal S conduct, third degree, person, 13 to 15. Third charge, criminal S conduct, 13 to 15.
Chef, my last statement is going to
Fourth
say,
charge,
oh,
fourth
sorry.
charge. Oh, you're good. Sorry, fourth charge, criminal S conduct, second degree assault. Fifth charge, children I don't know what this means, but children accosting for immoral okay, basically immoral
Accosted.
purposes.
Accosting a minor for
Accosted.
moral purposes. I can tell you exactly what that means.
Bro, oh my god, I didn't want to talk about this no more, man. I gotta break my phone. This motherfucker went out and somebody hugged him today.
That's so gross.
Somebody
So the
fucking hugged
only
this
thing
guy
I'm
today.
gonna say, Chef, and then I'm gonna drop down is
You
I
don't have to
believe
drop.
well, I have a kiddo here that
Oh,
is
okay. I'm just
13 and I gotta do homework with him and I'm in
No, you're good. You're
California.
good.
But what I wanna say is one last thing. I believe they trumped these charges up to either catch him in a snare or to make the other two they were really gunning for on Becca's behalf to make them think that they were safe. They're like, haha, they got him, we're good. And then nailed them on that. I do not think he is going to be on the streets long. I am pretty sure they're building a case
I agree that part.
for him. And so this is a bait and switch. So they send him out as bait and they're going to rip his ass right back in.
But my problem is he
What's
did
he
that
going to do in the
5 times.
meantime?
My problem is here, Jamie. He did that 5 fucking times, okay?
I know, it's gross.
And if I unalive him for one of the 5 times he did that, I'm in jail for the rest of my life.
You're right.
Well, and you're right. Did you hear, Chef, about that? I think it's in Arkansas about the dad that so there was a dad and there was a guy and he was coming after the daughter and he had already assaulted her twice, and they told the departments all knew about this, right? And the guy came and got his daughter from his house.
Yes.
And the dad, when the dad discovered she was gone, he took off, found the guy. The girl's a minor, like around the same age we're talking. And the guy and the dad pulled the guy over. The girl was in his car. Like, I want to say that she was tied up, and the father pew-pewed him, and that they are putting the father on charges.
Yes. I'm
murder.
familiar with the case. You're
Look it up.
absolutely
It's in
correct.
Arkansas. It's so sick, and it's going
surprised.
on right
I haven't
now.
heard of it, honestly, and all due respect. I haven't heard of it, but I'm not fucking surprised.
It's disgusting.
No, but I would go down. I'm telling you, you touch my children, my grandchildren, you do anything, I'll wear that badge proudly. I will go sit in there. I would do
100%.
the same thing. I promise you.
Oh,
I
no
am
doubt.
not the mama to don't mess with my kids. Do not.
And that's how any good parent is, right? So why is he sitting in jail? Because of this dirtbag, right? It's just
Okay,
the
but you know
system
what,
is
guys?
so sick and broken.
Here's the thing, though. We're talking about Rich. That's cool. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yo,
we can. Let's not deviate.
what about these
Yeah.
fucking monsters, bro? Look what they did. They need our foot on their necks for the rest of their lives.
Yep. And
100%.
Brad's literally the same as Rich. Brad has these charges too.
Right.
Maybe not identical, but it's same, but different.
Yep.
Yeah, they're sick. They should not walk one day.
And that's why we're all going to stand on business, 10 toes behind each other, and we will march them all the way to the justice they have earned and deserved. All of them. Every single damn one of them, because something fell through in this state. And I think that's never going to happen again, thanks to all of us just
I was gonna say,
fighting.
it may have fell through, but we caught it just before it got away.
Exactly. All right, guys, I gotta head out. I gotta go take care of my own kiddo. We got some reading logs to do and then hitting the hay. But I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Chef,
All
for
right, Jamie.
having me up.
Thank you. Like always,
All
appreciate
right,
you.
love you all.
Take care
Sweet
now.
dreams.
Good
All right,
night,
bye.
honey.
You too, love.
Jamie's
No.
always good. Jamie always comes in with some good,
Yeah, she's sweet. I'm with you, Shop. Like, he should not be stepping ground on anywhere other than the cell block that he
You
belongs
shouldn't, but
in.
you know what? Honestly, the thing about that is I promise you, and I will bet you, I didn't even, we don't want to use all that on TikTok, but I will buy you a coffee. I swear to God, within 5 years, if this motherfucker doesn't get locked right the fuck back up. You know what I'm saying? Because
How long has it been since he was locked up before? When's the last time he was
I
locked
think
up?
it was been out, and I don't quote me on this. He may have been out for, after I spoke to a family member. I think it was. Oh my God, help me out. Is that last year?
5 years?
Mars, you remember?
Yeah, I think LS actually just sent it.
5 years, she said.
Let me just check 1 second. No, 5 charge. But I not. not longer than like 12 years. In all due respect. So
Yeah.
So his last prior was 12 years ago, is what you're saying?
possibly. Did you guys see the video of him coming out today?
I did not. I seen Kimmy, but not his.
Seen Kimmy. I mean, I've seen Rich's, but not Kimmy's.
Same.
Kimmy's. Hold on.
Send it to me. I only saw this one because you sent it to me, or else I wouldn't have seen
Be
this one
right
either.
back. It's the
Can you
same.
play his, Chef?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen his.
I mean, if that's the case, then that makes sense as to why he was released. Okay. I'm going to throw water on a bunch of stuff here. Uh, the judge is the one who's going to set bond or set the bond here, right? Like this isn't something that the prosecutors or police officers or anything like that in that town are going to do. Judges are generally elected to these positions, get out and potentially, hurt or cause some sort of harm to anybody else. Judges are not going to let people out for the possibility that there was something else here, even if both the prosecution and the defense say, "Hey, we think that this person is perfectly fine, but there's no change in the circumstances." Like that's not something that's going to happen. I understand it's fun to talk about, but I'll tell you, like these court proceedings are it's very boring and dry and logical. Stuff like that doesn't really happen. So the idea that especially him making said deal, they're not going to let that man out unless something actually came to fruition. And at that point, then there potentially could have been a release. At this point, if there isn't any tangible stuff there, number one, a judge is not going to risk his job with all of that for something like this in this high profile of a case. Like, just logically speaking, it's not going to happen. And like I said, I think that prior if the prior charges are that late or are that far back, and especially if you're talking about the current charges are, rug offenses, you're talking about nonviolent offenses here. So that's why this person, at least in this case, bond was lowered. I said, I truly believe that the judge basically said, you know what, I think I overshot this. We're going to go ahead and reduce this and we'll go from there. And it's not to say that the officers, like the police department, things like that, are not paying attention and watching these folks. It's not to say that that's not happening. What I am saying is that the idea that the judge reduced this bond for the purpose of officers being allowed to, or officers having made a deal, or prosecutors made a deal with this person is absolute insanity. There's just no way that a judge would risk his license and his cushy job to sit up there to do this. It's just wild to me.
Jeff, I had to send it to you on Instagram, and I just watched it for the first time, and they're literally talking shit, saying that you had the video, and how did you have the video while you're getting the video for the first time right now. So it's funny, like they're talking shit as Kimmy's right there. Like it's fucking crazy. I don't know who it is though.
What video?
What video?
I just sent it to you on Instagram. It's Kimmy getting released, but whoever the creators are, they're like, and how does Chef already have this if it's barely happening? Bitch, we were showing Richie's. Please be so fucking for real.
Hold on here. I don't want to play the audio, but
Quick question for an attorney about what you were just saying. Why isn't SA or CSC considered a violent crime?
So it's not that the SA and that stuff isn't considered a violent crime. It's the charge that he is currently facing. Um, that is going to be the determining factor when we're talking about bond in these things. Granted, all of the criminal history and all that stuff, absolutely 100% is going to factor into that bond. But if the particular charge up there that they're facing that is on for on the case right there is not a violent crime, they're more likely to have a lower level of bond, right? Like if you have a history of, violent crimes and I'm being charged for possession in this case, right? Yes, they're going to look at that prior criminal history. That's going to have an impact. But in the case that's at hand, the matter that's in front of the judge, she's going to go, okay, well, this is possession. This is not the same thing. And it's going to have a lower threshold in terms of bond.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think he's an informant? And that's how he got it so low?
No. Because if he was,
guess what?
because
I know it's kind of hard to see, but you're gonna see my face. No.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay.
But yeah,
In the very beginning, it's not like at the very first clip. It's not as
that's what
blurry.
you're trying to show us. We can't see anything. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. How about now? Yeah, I'd like to know how Chef has a video of her walking out when she's just not walking out.
Right.
Can you see now, guys?
Y'all love my name, bro.
Yeah, we can see.
They hate you because they ain't you.
No, don't.
Y'all love
I
my
don't want you to.
fucking name, bro.
I don't need you to go to jail, but guess what? I know it's kind of hard to see, but. You're gonna see my face. No.
Why the fuck did she put the camera like that? You're fired.
But,
He was pretending to be on the phone.
we can't see anything. So that's what if you're trying to show us, we can't see anything. Yeah. Okay. Just make it. How about
Who
now?
is that videoing?
Yeah, I'd like to know how Chef has a video of her walking out when she's just not walking out.
Right.
Can you see now, guys? Yep. Yeah, we can see.
Yo, you can't fix fucking junk bags, but what are you gonna do?
I will say, Chef, because you mentioned it, the lady that was hugging him, Rich, is family of Rebecca, and she's trying to keep the peace to just
Yeah,
like
why
make the next
why are you
steps
saying that?
go, because you had said like that lady's hugging him. She's trying
for anything though.
Well, I agree. I'm just saying what was said on the live earlier, that
So why is this
she's
even being
doing it.
mentioned? So why is this even being mentioned right now?
Oh, because you brought it up.
Oh, I think she's referring to when you said, when we were talking about all of his charges, you said who could even hug that? You were referring to who could
No, he
even
was
hug
referring to the
someone
lady
like
that was
that.
hugging him in the video.
Guys, I obviously know the audio, and I know I've heard the audio, but to talk back on it, it's not important right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, never mind. I don't think you're understanding what I'm trying to say.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. I know why the audio was whatever, but why
It
would
has
she?
nothing to do with like the creator or anything or the drama. It's the family is trying to keep the peace so that she can get Rebecca's belongings from Rich, and she doesn't want people to think otherwise.
Okay, cool.
Hey, thanks for letting me up tonight, guys. Good night.
You're
Good
still
night.
hugging a 5-time fucking pedophile, so
Good night,
I
sir.
agree.
there's no
I would
justification
never.
of that. There's no justification of that. I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I would never, but I was just saying what was said.
Yeah. But I muted it out on purpose, so you didn't have to reiterate it. It's all good though. That's fine.
Oh, I was asked in the chat too. That's why it wasn't just.
But yeah, that video was weak though. Okay, like that didn't show nothing.
Exactly. Like that was my first time watching it before I sent it to you, and then it was just laughable that the audio that like it's just I fucking first off shitty quality. You got zero anything from it, and then you also just had to say some dumb shit. So like big L to the person that made it.
Not
You
for
didn't.
nothing. You don't have to hug. Not for nothing. You should have zero excuse to have to hug a 5-time PDF file that you can't go buy her something and put her on her if you're talking about going to dress her for, for the gates of heaven, if you know what I'm saying.
I missed it. I
think
missed it when you showed Rich's because I had a phone call that came in and blocked my phone.
Excuse you. Excuse me for what? Personal belongings. I understand, guys. Personal belongings. Okay, it doesn't matter. You know what? Everybody has their own strategy, I guess.
Do they have the next court dates? When those are?
I think they're the 9th, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
December 19th. Yeah. Who is Abby? I don't really. To be honest, I don't. Doesn't really matter who she is. What's up, Brandy? You know you up here?
Nope, didn't know. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Oh, you're good.
Y'all have a good night, though. I'm just enjoying listening.
Yes, it does matter.
Thanks,
Chef,
girl.
Chef, I gotta tell you that is my favorite question, and it's a genius question. It's very clear that you've been doing this a long time, and when people pop up, you're just like, "Hey, you up?"
Yeah.
It kills me every single time.
I like it when they have funny reactions, like "Oh
You're
my
good. You're good,
god!"
Brandy.
like across the street. I mean, across the house, like yelling, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
I have a quick question. Somebody asked me
Mhm.
earlier and I couldn't answer it. Did Courtney date the sheriff a while ago or one of the
I heard
officers?
a
Do you guys
rumor
know?
about that, but I don't know how true that is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, chef knows his shit.
Well, I think if you're talking about the detective, they both claim to know each other, but it's never been like a fact that they dated or anything.
Oh, okay.
What's this
We're
Mel?
not
It's just
arguing,
me.
guys.
yeah, we're chilling. Wrong
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't feel I wouldn't go and hug Rich. There's no way. I was just saying what was said. That's it, guys. Nobody's fighting.
I hit that man with a stick.
I me him on my way. Mm-mm.
We've always been chill here. We stand on two legs around here. We stand on business.
Or a leg.
Two
Not
legs.
stand on two legs.
You gotta specify now.
I stand 4 feet tall.
Hold on, where's OG? Because I was
5.
trying to bring her up earlier and then she had left, so I didn't want her to think I didn't want her to come up.
G'day.
Oh, what's up, OG? How you doing? I apologize for earlier. I went back to get
It's all
you,
right.
and you were gone. My apologies.
That's all good. I wanted to talk to Angel, but that's okay.
I can make that happen, but you got like an hour and a half.
What do you mean?
No, I'm kidding. Like she.
Oh, she's great. She is an honorary Aussie, to be all honest.
I
She has the Aussie mentality. She is incredible. Her sense of humour, everything is exactly like ours. So, and I also wanted to say thank you to her for doing those cards for everyone, because I would never have thought to do that, to say thank you to people, for those people that live in that town that are going through this. You know, it's devastating for anyone who knew Becca. You know, they would walk past her in the street and say hi, or they went to school with her and stuff like that. You know, like that it's obvious it's going to be hard for a lot of people, but that I would never have hugged that guy in any way, shape, or form. I would have shoved my foot down his throat. Like,
Yeah.
he does not deserve to be out at all. He needs to stay in there for the rest of his life so he cannot touch another child.
Yeah, I'll speak on that all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to speak on
Yeah,
that, we could speak on that all day long, because I 100% agree. I mean, that is a scumbag. Like, I can go back to like how I was exposing him earlier on. That is a
yeah,
outright piece of shit. Like,
yeah,
5 charges on children and minors. Like, yeah, you're a scum. And
yeah,
this is the world that we live in.
yeah.
This is the world
I
that we
know.
live in, that
It's scary.
they allow people to come back out.
The one
Freedom.
thing, yeah, Oz was talking about something earlier, and I never even thought. Is Brad on the registry?
Oh, hell yeah.
He is? Well, he was living in that house with a 14-year-old boy.
He sure was.
He had everything he wanted right in that home. And if she got access to Becca's baby, that's another child in that household that anyone in that family could get access to. It
But
is.
OG,
She,
but it's the reality. I agree.
I
I
know
heard that
it's
the
the
way she got
reality.
away with it was that they lied and said that he did not live there and gave a different address as to where he lived.
Yeah,
Wasn't he
I took
living?
no, hold on. I have a picture of his house. Hold on.
Who was living in the tent? Was that Brad or Rich? No, Brad. It was Brad.
That's hilarious.
You should throw in a few little baggies in there and, a
Yeah, no,
couple of
Brad.
sticky things.
It's in there. Just gotta dig.
So they understand. So
I'm good.
when they realized that Brad is never coming back home, they put his tent for for sale.
He got
Missing,
evicted.
missing
Oh
spray
yeah,
paint.
chef. He needs his lamp. You gotta put his lamp in there with no electricity.
Oh, you don't forget the
Oh,
spray
I
paint on
heard
the
he just
side.
burns. I heard he just burns sanitizer.
Ew, yuck. Oh, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to jump up and talk to Angel and let her know I've made her an honorary Aussie.
And I
And
wanted to say I apologize for not bringing you up earlier. It was
no,
going
no, no.
faster. You know that, OG.
I get it.
You're
I get
original.
it. Yeah, I am from the very beginning with the Diddy.
You know it.
Yeah, have you watched the new documentary?
I haven't, but
Wow.
Yeah, I'm ready to. I'm
yo,
gonna
Wow.
right now.
I want you to go. So Dame Dash. So hear me out now. Dame Dash posts something about 50, and then 50 rebuttals his post. You guys will enjoy it. Go
Okay.
check it out.
Okay, I'll have to
On
watch
X or
that.
what?
I don't know. It was sent to me. I'd have to check my phone, man. But it was, yeah.
Send
The
It
it
was
one
to me.
on
definitely.
Netflix, the new one. Sorry, I was talking to the chat, but yeah, give that a watch. That's a big eye
Where's this guy,
opener.
man? This guy's pissing me off. Where is he?
Who?
Byron.
Yeah, Jackie, same. And
Byron?
I was on the
Uncle Byron.
FYP last night, scrolling, and
Yeah, you and I have to have a talk, OG, but we'll do that another day.
yeah, and hang on, there was
Yeah. No,
I,
no, no. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk.
I found a live, and a certain somebody is like, "You owe me an apology, chef," and I'm like, as if.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
like,
Oh,
apologize to
yeah.
nobody.
yeah, I'm like, grow up. Like, there's so much fighting happening at the moment, and it's like, come on. Like, what
It's
the hell is this shit? We're all adults. We all get along. We have met some incredible people, intelligent people. And in the beginning, we were all for each other. We were helping each other. And then now, we're all at each other's throats. And it's like, what the fuck happened?
Not really though. Like to me, I really don't really care too much about. I'm here to do what I do. If people don't like me,
I
hey
know.
man, you know what I
Yeah, I
say? You
know.
know what I say, OG? If people don't like me, watch me.
Yeah, like yeah, like from day dot, you've always been very blunt and said how it is. But to watch these other people who were very good friends are now fighting, and it's like, this is not what Becca would want.
Yeah, that
You know,
today's definitely been today's
it's
definitely been
hectic.
yeah, it's been a heavy day. You know, and that's the thing, right? People want to try to do good for the cause, and then all it takes is one person to spill some bullshit, and that kind of
Yeah,
just spreads like wildfire.
100%. But I will jump down. But I do want to leave you with one saying, and I believe it completely is perfect for a situation like this, and it's people don't like what they can't control.
Booyah.
Yep. All
Is that
right.
a mic drop? It
Have a
sounds
good.
like a mic drop.
Facts.
Bye, guys.
See you. Thank
bye,
you, OG.
OG.
Good night, OG.
Schmurder.
Jeff,
Why are you so quiet?
I'm taking a bath.
Oh my God, I heard the water
Whoa.
too. Are you swimming in there?
I am.
Splish splash.
I was taking a bath.
Okay, too much information. Go back on mute. Thank you.
Mute me. I can't. I have soap in my eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, let us mute you and Shell.
Yes.
Welcome to the Chef Talks Familia. You're putting the hours in right now. I appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate what you guys do. That's for sure. 100%.
So, would you say that these people are equally the devil?
1,000% Satan. Well, you know, she's Satan's spawn. Look at her dad and what he did.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So true.
Satan's spawn. That's what I've been calling her.
So fucking true, man.
Don't forget to send your tickets, guys, if you have any.
Is it safe to say the apple don't fall far from the tree?
The facts.
That poor grandma, man. That's what bothers me. Like, little thing was looking out the window. Thank you guys. Thank you for sending the tickets. I appreciate you. But the little grandma was looking out the window, like curious, like, man, this is how you want to live out your you know, a grandma only has, if she's in her 80s or 75, if she gets another 10 solid years, and now she has to think, like, I hope to God they keep this away from her.
Well, from my understanding, she did not get along with Courtney at all. Her and Courtney couldn't stand each other.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So she's not the grandma that I
No. So
believe she's Courtney's. I don't know how much more
no,
better
so
it makes, but
she's Courtney's grandma. Courtney's mama, passed away, and
correct.
that was the one who took care of Courtney's 14-year-old.
Well, and you know what I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard it from a family member today that we've all been kind of misguided on that, and that so from what we were all knew, or at least what I knew, and I think what you guys knew, was that the 14-year-old lived with grandma until grandma died, and then that's when Courtney got him. Right? Is that what you guys all knew?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I heard today was that wasn't true, that Courtney has always had the 14-year-old, and the grandma of the 14-year-old, Courtney's mom, lived with them, and Courtney took care of her, and it was not a good situation at all. And they just moved into that house like 3 or 4 years ago. And grandma lived in that house too. That was true. But they all lived there together, and Courtney has always had custody of that kid.
Really?
That's what I heard from a family member today.
Yeah, I think we've heard. I mean, I've heard the other story that he was with the grandma, and then she got him back like when the grandma passed.
Yeah, that's what I've always known too till today. And they
Hmm.
said that so Courtney was the one that was supposed to take care of the grandma and her mom, and she did such a terrible job at it. And I guess somebody called to have the grandma checked on, so called the popo to have grandma checked on, and grandma was on the floor, and they were beating on the doors and windows, and Courtney had her locked in the house, and they couldn't get into her.
Mm.
I don't know if Courtney has charges for abuse or neglect, but I guess they tried to get her on neglect several
That
times.
poor
But
grandma. I can just imagine. Reminds me of like that movie Happy Gilmore, when he goes and sees his grandma and the fucking guy home is like abuses her and shit. I can see Courtney being like a million times worse and doing that to the poor grandma.
oh
This,
yeah,
this she ain't got good in her at all, man. This has been born by the devil, and the dad is a perfect example of that.
Satan spawn. Yep, yep. And
Do you know
I
what
mean
the
that
dad did
right
though?
there's, huh?
Do you know what the dad did?
Yeah. Do you know what he did?
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
out now though.
Did you know? So when I first heard that story, I thought I had to go back and look it up to make sure it was right. But I thought it was a family that he did that to. Did you know that it was his own family? And Courtney was one
Yes,
of those children? She was only like 2
he did like 30 something years in prison.
because he
I
tied
didn't
up
know
his
that.
own family. It was his own family that he tied up.
Oh, shit.
It was Courtney's mom, Courtney and her mom, her family.
Wow.
They
Yeah, I
say
was
that
under the
you don't fall
impression that.
too far from the tree, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were under the impression, like I was, that it was a different family, just random family, right?
Right. Right.
Got in a fight with neighbor family kind of thing, right? No,
Mm-hmm.
the same family that member that told me about grandma today also told me that no, it was his own family.
Damn. The plot just keeps thickening.
Yeah,
And it goes
You know what?
back to like someone just said, hurt people hurt people. So, that trauma that you go through as a kid really affects your mental,
right.
and it's a
And it make
generational curse.
yeah, and it
But you
makes
know
it
what? If hurt people, you gotta believe that hurt people heal people.
right. But it also makes sense that everybody keeps saying, like, how could you do that to your own child, right?
So
Because her
Shell, the
dad did
people,
it to her.
Shell, the chat is asking, can you say it in like being like TikTok friendly what the dad did? If
Yeah, I can say TikTok friendly. So he took his family and tied them to a tree. And then he went to go get the stuff that you put in a battery
Yep.
to put in them to unalive them. But in the process, while he was gone going to get that, um, they caught him. And I don't know how I don't know the details of how they caught him, but they caught him. And so that's how the family was Courtney's still alive and all of that. So he only did 35 years because nobody was unalive because they caught him in the process.
And where is he today? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. People say, how can she do that to her own kid? Well, her own dad was going to do something similar to her. Supposedly it was because he caught her mom cheating. Rumor has it. Allegedly.
Her dad, yeah, LS just said it. Her dad has to be around because, well,
Yeah,
not
he
have
lives in
to. He's a
Cadillac.
liar.
He lives in
But
Cadillac. And you want
she
to hear
said
something?
that she was calling the Wexco or whatever at 3 a.m. for her dad.
Yeah, he was there that night too, someone said.
Hmm?
Somebody said that he came to the house that night. I
He's
don't
gotta
know
be
if that's true.
old as shit, though.
No,
Yo, can you
Courtney's
imagine?
only 40.
Oh
Yo,
yeah,
can
He
you're
you
right. You're
could you
right.
imagine?
I
No,
forget.
or I think
I think
somebody
he's
told
like
me.
70 something.
No, not even.
Not even. Yeah, see?
I think no, not even.
Dang.
No, I think he's
Yeah,
like.
I forget that she's only 40. She looks 70. Shit.
I want to say. Okay, yeah, you know what? Maybe
57.
70s. I
She was
swear I
like
heard like
2. So I don't know
early
how long he's
70s,
been
early
out.
70s, early
Y-
70s.
Yeah.
I
So,
feel like I
and
heard he's like 70 or 71. But the thing is that yeah, she says she called for her dad's oil. Can you imagine calling for oil at 3 in the morning?
Hmm. Can you imagine calling a gas station and asking if they have motor oil? They always have motor oil. Like every gas station I've been to.
what
Just
were they
your
going to
heart
do with
so
the motor oil?
huh?
What were they going to do with the motor
The
oil?
motor oil was a lie.
Okay.
I got some like anonymous messages on my on this fucking crazy app here, and I still have the receipts. But I will definitely scratch out the names and show you guys. And people allege that the call was for lighter fluid, diapers, and formula. But I don't hold weight on that because I try to run a panel here with integrity and like facts.
Right.
But I mean, shit. Sometimes you gotta kind of,
Mm-hmm. But then on the same end, you got to look at, this is an app and people come up with some crazy shit just to put themselves into it. Just say, I was the one that took that phone call. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild behavior. It's diabolical.
Murder. Are you
You done
still
with
are you
your
still
bubble
doing
bath?
the are you
No, I'm
still
all
doing
set
the
back now.
are you still doing the honors Arnold Schwarzenegger splish splash?
No, I'm out of the bath now.
You're not playing with your rubber duckies anymore?
Are you doing the Pacific time or no?
I went live earlier.
Well, excuse me.
I
She
like
said
going
she's
live
done.
early. I like going live early because I get to read my book and relax.
Nice. Good for
It's
you.
only 30.
You sound like a nerd.
It's past your bedtime, show.
I know. I was wondering when you were going to cut off because I
Right
know I
now
had.
it's 11:30. We're literally right now.
I was like, I was literally sitting here. I'm like, okay, it's my shift. I have to be over here
So are you Dunzo for the Gunzo or what?
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not going live tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I'm already an hour and a half past how long I'd like to stay here. I'm gonna be strolling the TikTok streets for a bit, and
There's
then
some
I'm gonna
drama.
call. You said what?
So there's some drama in the streets. That's where I've been trolling.
Oh
Yeah,
lordy.
we're gonna go stroll the TikTok streets for a bit. If y'all got them little gifts besides your name, give a hit them right now to Chef. Minor Monsters, I love you. Peter, I love you, big sis. Y'all are all the best. Show, thank you for coming up, man.
Yeah,
Bye. Good
no, thank
night.
you again for having me. I enjoy being in your panel.
One last thing. Chef is in the final round.
Whoop whoop.
Yay.
Whoop whoop.
That's
Yay.
awesome.
Going to Vegas, baby.
Yeah. I am.
You are.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Well, you guys
Thank you,
have a
guys.
wonderful
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
night.
everyone.
Same with
Thanks
you.
everyone for supporting Chef.
Yep. Good night,
Yeah.
guys.
LS.